Put your glasses on, Trent. Look smart. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the press box. Y'all know what time it is. This is the very best NFS show in the game. And I got to tell y'all, the schedule release drop. And if you put anime in your schedule release, if you put games in your schedule release, I'm always a fan. I don't know why teams go a little bit boring. I did like the Tennessee Titans one where they're asking random people on the street, are you this person? We're going to get into all that. We're also going to get into the toughest schedules that came out. Who are going to be the teams that start off fast? Who are going to be teams that start off slow? We're also going to talk about who is going to finish the season with the best record, looking at it as well. There's a lot to get into, y'all. We got the AFC West versus the NFC West. That is going to be primetime television. I can see Trent right now capping. Well, Matthew Stafford had to play against that Broncos defense, so obviously Bo Nix not playing them. I already know that the excuses are coming, but y'all know what time it is. Make sure you tap in, y'all. This is the press box. Trent, Kenya, how we feeling today?
I'm good.
I didn't even see the schedules for real, so like I'm kind of like excited to see like what's on like the schedule, play, and all that. So it's like pretty decent. So we about to be this loop. It's crazy. Like I remember the first episode of Press Box back. I remember right when the Super Bowl, and I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna blink. And we're about to be in preseason. Like we're right here, bro. So
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Can you have you had a chance to actually look at the schedules and all that are dropped for any of the teams yet?
Only a few of them. I haven't seen all the schedule release videos though. I did see some of the actual schedules.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll get into that because week one and all of that obviously is all available now. So I think some of this is going to be great content just in generality. I just think there's going to be so many good games, man. So many good teams this year. Like I'm like stoked. And Trent, I'm not gonna lie, I might be more excited about this rookie class than I've been in years. And maybe that's just like maybe the hype around the class with the skill positions. But, you know, as much as I love quarterbacks, if you're telling me we get in a draft with like premium skill position players like we did in 2021, where we got Mike Parsons and Surtain and J.C. Horn and all them. Mm-hmm. If you telling me we getting dogs like that are walking into the league at like skill spots, man, like I want to see how they all do. Maybe that's fantasy football too, but I'm really excited to see how the running backs do this year. Obviously, Jeremiah Love. I want to see if Jadarian Price can get it done with the Seahawks. I want to see which one of these receivers is going to end up being the first 1,000-yard receiver of the group.
You more excited than the 2024 class?
Oh, that was 6 quarterbacks plus we have Brock Bowers,
Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah, Malik was called what? Malik had 1,100 yards his first year?
Yeah.
But the thing is,
he had broke the reception record, and then literally 2 hours later, Brock Bowers got it back. Like,
yep. But I guess for me, bro, like I wasn't super high on Malik. I was obviously he was the best receiver, but like he was like a step below how I felt about Jefferson and like Chase and all that, you know, a couple years prior. But Marvin Harrison, I thought was cold at Ohio State. I thought that Roma Dunze was cool, but I wasn't super high on him out of Washington. Jared Verse obviously was really good. But even this draft role, like Quinyon Mitchell and Terrion Arnold and all them, like I just wasn't super impressed with all those players. But I think the issue is now, bro, like we about to open up the season and like David Bailey going out of Texas Tech to the Jets, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, Reese, Delane taking over as like the CB1 with the Chiefs, man. I just think this is about to be a lot of narrative stuff too, but like a lot of these teams, they need these players to play. And maybe just because like I think the Giants are going to be a lot better this year. Arizona could be sneaky good this season, and obviously with the Giants, figuring out how they're going to use all their pieces and stuff, man. I don't know. I'm just in general excited, man.
Yeah, me too. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, bro. There's a lot of things going on. So, and I'm ready for June 1st, bro, because I'm still in the belief that AJ Brown's not going to get traded. Like, I just don't know what they're going to trade him for now. Like, I don't.
Man, what's up, D-Mac? That will be. If they kept him on the roster, then that's that. After all this, that's kind of tough.
Like, bro, you keep all of them. Wow, yeah.
Well, but I don't. You're not as high on Jalen Hurts still, so I don't even think you would think that like if they did keep him.
But here's the thing, though. I don't. Even though I'm not as high on Jalen Hurts, I don't think you should. With that type of like offense. You don't need to be that high on the quarterback. Like, bro, just say in a hypothetical world, in June 1st, AJ Brown doesn't get traded. You have Saquon, you have Dallas Goedert, Eli Stowers, Mekhi Lemon, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
I don't need to be high.
That should be like a QB1 season.
That's literally the best offensive situation to have.
And then the line should be markedly better. D-Mac, if Patrick Mahomes, if he had that, what do you think he would do with that kind of situation?
He breaking the passing
yard. We'd be happy to see what ended up happening as far as that's concerned. But I mean, I think AJ Brown's gone. This has to be untenable to bring him back. In my opinion, like this, I can't imagine the world in which they get to June 1st, and I don't care what it is. They're like, yeah, we can bring AJ Brown to camp. Like I just.
This gonna trade him for pennies though? Like
no, I don't think it'll be for pennies. I think it'll be something 2 seconds.
It'll probably be Keyshawn Boutte. That's like the only thing. I think because y'all bringing up Patrick Mahomes, y'all bringing up quarterbacks as they excel with weapons. You talk about somebody that watched Jalen Hurts since his freshman year in college. Sometimes having too many weapons is subtraction for him. Because if you just look at Alabama, I know it's college, but look at the difference between when they put 2 in, then when they had Jalen Hurts. You had Ruggs, Judy, Devontae Smith, Calvin Ridley. You had all of them receivers, and Jalen Hurts couldn't get none of them boys over 1,000 yards. Soon as Tua get there, you got 3 receivers over 1,000 yards. And these was the easiest receivers you could throw to. Just throw slants. They got to get rid of A.J. Brown because he's obviously having a hard time. You could say, Trent, we went in on Petula. A lot of his plays was bad. It was bad. I'm not saying it wasn't bad. But Jalen Hurts also missed a lot of reads last year, too. Who was it? I don't know the receiver. Was it Quez Watkins or Dobson or whatever? Anyway, he threw it to him double coverage. And you had AJ Brown wide open running the drag, and we know AJ Brown would have cribbed it. We all know AJ Brown would have cribbed it. You know what I mean? But it's something that is with Jalen Hurts to where I don't think, bro, he can just have all of them receivers. I think with the addition of Malachi Lemon and Hollywood and Wicks, I think it's gonna be a receiver. Like Smitty, of course, is still gonna be kind of a receiver one, just because of what I'm saying. This is time to shine. But I think it's gonna be like positionless football. 1 minute, Wicks might line up at the X. The next minute might be Malachi Lemon. Then we might move Smitty over here to the Z. We might move him to the slide. It's gonna be a lot of positionless football with them boys and receiver by committee versus having to always, because you remember they had to get rid of Dez in Dallas in order to help that develop. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Dez thing is different because I think after 2014, his injuries just started to pile up. Like it was just injury after injury after injury versus AJ Brown. Like he has an injury now.
Yeah. Like
AJ Brown's still a real deal productive receiver. So it's just like I don't know because it's like I don't know what they're gonna trade for now.
Do you think they trade Christian Gonzalez?
Hell no.
I would get rid of him.
If the Patriots do that, they're idiots. They do that.
I mean, that's the best. I think that's the best trade value they have, though. That's the best thing they have.
Christian
I
Gonzalez.
was just about to say, sometimes you got to trade the best you got because your trade value.
For AJ?
I would.
No. Christian is way better than AJ at this point in his career.
Plus Christian is like 24. AJ gonna be 30 soon.
Did he have a deal yet? Did he get a deal extension?
No, I don't know if he got
it. Is there any way? Work with me. Is there any way I can get an AJ and a Cooper DeJean?
Hell no.
No.
What? They just picked up Tyrone Woolen. Why not?
Wait, what?
No.
Is there any way I can get an AJ and a Christian?
Christian Gonzalez he's still on his rookie contract.
If the Patriots trade Christian Gonzalez, they are bona fide and they are idiots.
If I can get another cornerback,
they're not going to trade him. It's going to be Keyshawn Boutte in the first.
Yeah, he's a bona fide top 5 quarterback.
Watch what I tell you. It's going to be Keyshawn Boutte in the first, and they go get Keyshawn Boutte. They go give Keyshawn Boutte a contract extension because that's what Keyshawn want. He want a contract extension. I don't think the Patriots.
But whoa. You think that the Eagles will give him a contract extension?
Yeah. They just gave Wicks.
We got Malachi Lemon here. No,
but still early. They just gave
they got 5 years
Wicks.
to pay him.
They gave Dontavius Wicks a contract extension, and they just gave 1 year $6 million deal.
That'd be the reason they don't give Keaton Boutte contract extension, and mostly because you don't need a receiver for the long haul. Like Keaton,
why would you not lock in a number 3 at cheap?
I'm gonna tell you why you want to lock in a number 3 because I don't know who y'all watching. We just had this argument in Spaces on Discord, Swiper. The nigga don't throw the ball enough to give him. Like, stop giving him a bunch of people. I actually think Jalen Hurts is his best when you simplify for him. Give him. You literally have Dallas Goedert. You have Devontae Smith. You have Malachi Lemon. Bro, he does not. Y'all literally waste the money if y'all getting 3 or 4 receivers around the sticker, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all waste the money, bro.
I don't think.
So Keyshawn Boutte can get 400 yards a season? No, bro. Stop.
Just to be the little.
Take that money, go get it somewhere else.
I think the other side of this is that maybe it actually is more the offensive coordinating situation. I think if you spread the ball around, he can spread the ball around. He's not a spectacular thrower of the ball, but he's still a very good quarterback. Like he's not.
Do we truly believe that he can spread the ball around?
Yes,
Seriously.
yes, I do. Because I've seen him do it in playoff games. I've seen him do it in playoff games.
He misses a lot of reads though. He misses a lot of reads though. Swiper. I'm talking about like
no, that's cool. But he also had the Viking game last year. He had multiple games last season. He had the Rams game last year.
Here was so crazy though. Why do that? Because at the end of the day, the best version of the Eagles offense that won them a Super Bowl is run the ball, run first, pass second. So why would you now? Because teams do that. Teams will have a good running game, and now because we want to compare with everybody else, and hey man, we want to know, bro. Like you don't need to do that. You simplify. We know, bro. You ain't got to get 4,500 yards a season. You want 30 to 3,500 yards. Let Saquon get 13, 15, 1,600 yards, and you simplify. You got a tight end that's top 10. You got a receiver that'll probably be top 10 by the time it's all said and done. When it comes to, I'm talking about stat wise, and then. You got Malachi Lemon here. Boutte and you got Wicks. Boutte will literally be a waste of time. Let somebody else deal with that nigga, his contract, spend that money somewhere else. Please do not put more on Jalen Hurts' plate. Simplify the game for him. He don't need to, even if you give him an office coordinator, no, he don't need to do that. Because again, you have to feed these guys. Boutte don't just want a contract extension. He also wants to show with his numbers. He wanted no, if you're not going to have this man be a featured situation, and he not, and we think Malachi Lemon, Malachi Lemon is who we think he's going to be, then no, bro, you got your number 2s. You good, got your 1 and 2. That 3 is Dallas Goedert.
Well, you ain't gonna be able to trade either. What you say, Ken?
I would say they don't even live and die by their offense. They live and die by their defense, which is why I thought getting Christian Gonzalez would just be the better trade package for them.
Yeah, Christian Gonzalez ain't gonna trade.
You're not touching
Christian Gonzalez ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's
he's really good.
And
Also, can you, no disrespect, love you, can you shut the fuck up? Because why the fuck when we get the Eagles, Christian Gonzalez and fucking Mitchell, what you want to do? What type of hate shit you on?
Why not?
You want to get these niggas more so we have niggas like MJ? Oh man, we the greatest team. No, why would you do that? Could you imagine if they had Cooper DeJean and fucking Christian Gonzalez and fucking Mitchell? What are you talking about?
It wasn't just their run game that got them that Super Bowl though. It was they put a lot on their defense. It was really mostly their defense that got them there. So you want to,
but you just want to just not have the Eagles have everything. They should even have a limit, please.
But he doesn't throw over the middle, though. He doesn't even throw over the middle. Do you really trust him?
How about this? How about I do this? How about your bum ass team decide to get y'all defense better and y'all trade T. Higgins for him? How about that? Maybe y'all do that. Or give a Jamar Chase for him.
I would hate that.
What, you want the Eagles to get Jamar Chase?
No, I'm saying Christian Gonzalez. If you want Christian Gonzalez to go somewhere, you go get him. Why don't you go boost your defense up and go get him? Don't give him to a nigga who they literally, bro. I keep telling y'all, Woolen ain't as bad as niggas think he is, and now that he gonna be able to just kind of chill over there and not have to go through all dog. There's gonna be a problem over there, bro. He gonna be able to freestyle over there, and it's gonna be nasty.
Trent made a perfect point. AJ is in that great area where he's almost 30, so you can't get guys like Christian Gonzalez unless it's the Patriots. They was just in the Super Bowl. This is not a dysfunctional franchise, right? So they're not just gonna.
I mean, their head coach. We'll find out this summer, Bama. Hey, Bama. All I'm saying is we'll find out this summer.
They may have some issues off the field, but they're functioning.
And respectfully, hey, Drake May. I am not confident you in the playoffs, bro. That's how you slip like that. I don't trust you at all.
Gonzo 23-24. You out your mind, bro. If you finna trade,
he's not getting traded. You would have to.
If I'm being honest,
you would have to give me AJ plus for Gonzo. That's how good.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm being honest,
now the Eagles want plus a player plus right now for AJ because how good AJ is.
And that's cool. If I'm being honest, give him to somebody.
Like Gonzo on the table, it switches it. It goes back to what Swiper say. Now you got to give me AJ plus somebody else for Gonzo. And I don't think
that's cool. But I don't want Drake May to get AJ anyway, and I don't think the Patriots gonna do right by him anyway. If anything, Hey, you sold me, Swiper. Hey, man, get my man Bo Nix some help out there, man. Go Swiper. Go make the call, man.
They just got Jalen Waddle.
And go make the call. Let's really turn this shit up.
I think
AJ Brown on the outside. Ooh, 1-2 punchy. Oh, that's gonna be like Musa Muhammad and Steve Smith, man. It's gonna be nasty out there.
Musa Muhammad.
I know, because I'm saying AJ Brown fell off. I'm sorry.
No, was cold though.
So I want to get into some of this.
That's a Super Bowl with the Bears.
We just had the schedule release that dropped, y'all. D-Mac, first off, is there any schedule release that you like more than others, like the videos that drop, like on social media?
I thought the Falcons were awesome. This is SportsCenter parody, and all of their cuts were very funny. They obviously did a Drake and Kendrick joke. They made a joke about the Falcons mascot jumping off the ceiling before games. The Bijan ceiling one was also pretty funny. The Matty Ice when he was trying to get out of the ice machine. I thought they did a really good job. And then the Jermaine Dupri at the end was a nice, good end off cameo. So I thought theirs was excellent. Chargers did a good job as usual with the Halo stuff. I don't think anyone else really stood out, I would say, but those two specifically were really good.
What are we talking about?
The schedule release videos.
Okay.
Early's like none of this is funny to me. I have a higher bar.
Well, that's funny because Early's never funny to anybody else either, including this crowd. So
you got to stop.
Some of this is
you have to stop hating like that.
I like the Tennessee Titans on D-Mac when they were asking random people on the street, "Are you this person?" and all that kind of stuff. They just kept it simple.
The variants of those that they do on the broadcast.
The only one I liked was the Friday one with the Rams. That was my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that wasn't even scheduled release, but I did think that parody was very good.
That was good, and they had a Damon, and then you had Verse and my man. That was funny. And I didn't know Chris Rock had a son who looked like him. I didn't
either. I said to my pops, it's like Chris Rock had a son.
And by the way, the Cardinals did a full AI presentation that got absolutely dismantled by everybody.
I bet it did.
Everyone hated it.
And the Packers did like a stop motion one, and they were like, "No, we did not use any AI for this." Yeah, actually, I will say the 49ers did like a history because they're celebrating their 80th anniversary. Theirs was animated. Theirs was actually very good. I will say I did enjoy that one too.
The Cardinals,
I ain't got no cable, so I ain't see none of this either, Marty.
It's on social media.
Cable.
Y'all talk about this. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google them. I'm gonna Google them later.
Yeah,
I tell you what though.
Sure.
I think the Cardinals, man, just something in my spirit telling me that boy Kyler Murray about to kill in Minnesota. Something in my spirit telling me like, oh shit, I might take him in the fantasy draft this year, just on some put him in the cut type shit.
What's the dude's name? D-Mac that was in the Chiefs one, man, bro. He's a comedian.
Rob Riggle. He's a Chiefs
fan. I always
Rob Riggle still doing skits? Wow, that's crazy. 2026.
The Chiefs had them do one that was like a QVC. Like
that was the time when he was killing it in Fox. Remember they had Rob Riggle. Rob Riggle was the comedic relief after my man that does the.
First off, early. No, you need to shut up. One thing, you're never going to disrespect Rob Riggle up here because he served our country, brothers. Respect the flag. Number one. Number two.
The fuck that got to do with him being funny or not?
He's funny.
I
will always.
So did Donnell Rollins. So did Earthquake. I can name a number.
And they're all funny. Riggle's funny to me. I like when but he's more off the cuff funny. Like Kevin Hart to me is off the cuff funny. I prefer him over like I didn't watch the roast either because I just don't that's just not my type of comedy. Personally. No, shout out to you.
I do agree. Some comedians are better off script than they are on script.
Yeah, I know Rob Riggle is just, he had a time when like he was the guy for stuff.
Yeah,
and
on Fox Sports.
They hear that name again, it's like, oh wow, Rob Riggle.
They hear it. Didn't he do did he used to do Bear stuff back in the day? I can't remember which one
he was so remember what's my man who does the
I can't
John Gruden. Damn, he was from Man TV or whatever. Yeah, but he does the impressions. I can't think of my man who does the John Madden, but they got rid of him, and then it was Rob Riggle for a minute, and that was back, but it was fun, man. Rob Riggle was funny.
Y'all didn't like the Raiders one? The Step Brothers one with Kirk Cousins and
I did see that. That was hilarious to me.
I didn't get to watch the entire thing.
I gotta go see these because these sound pretty dope.
I haven't seen none of them.
Who were the Step Brothers? It was who? It was Kirk Cousins.
Kirk and Fernando.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza, bro.
And they played Step Brothers?
Yes, bro. Yeah, they had the outfits on too, bro.
Movie. It was like a parody of it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Which is, in theory, I think I could see it working. I just haven't seen it.
It's funny though because Seth brothers they were the same age and they're so different from age.
But you know what's so funny in this one? No, but think about it. Both of them are not like how the joke early like exciting whites. Both of them are not exciting whites. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
They're both devout Christians, like especially like
they're the same nigga, Loki.
White Christians.
That's the thing. Fernando is a 35-year-old man. He just happens to also be 22.
Exactly. Exactly. So it actually worked out really well, man.
Yeah, he's definitely Kirk Cousins in the.
Matter of fact, they got the holiest quarterback room, maybe. Well, I don't want to say that because that's obviously not true, but. Look, being in Vegas, this is what you need. This is why Vegas might be good next year, y'all. They actually have stability in what you're looking for. They got the all-American guys at the quarterback position next year early. They should be really good. Let's look and see. Let's hope and see, man. They're the opposite of what the Raiders have been.
Well, Ravens ruined the chance. They could have picked Joe Flacco back up, and they could have did Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco, Willie Beeman situation.
LinkedIn said Fernando Mendoza has one of the best LinkedIn profiles like for that site ever. Like they showed like his profile and he got it all set up professionally. They said it's one of the best LinkedIn profiles they ever had. Yeah,
I can believe it though.
Like so, if he didn't go to the NFL, he would have probably got like a 6-figure corporate job easy, like drop of.
I don't know.
He got a business degree from Cal though, so yeah, he would.
No.
Brother, respectfully, if
I hire a Fernando Mendoza, I would be surprised to see him because he does like Mendoza just seems like a more ethnic person. I thought he was white. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Did you see the Tyler takeover for the Cowboys?
I gotta see
Downs.
No, the Tyler takeover. It was the Cowboys schedule release.
No, I didn't see their
it was cool.
They will never, in my opinion at least, they will not top the Stephen A. and Jerry Jones thing that they did a few years ago.
I know Mo gotta be trolling, bro. When Kirk went to the Falcons, he thought he was going to be the starting quarterback. He didn't know that they were going to draft a quarterback who's 30 years old. Like, come on, gang. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
180 million.
That's all it comes down to. I saw that point being made as
it was why would you even do 180? And then 2 years later, that quarterback don't start.
But nah. In fairness, the big money mode. That's why he left. That's why he left the Vikings because he didn't want them to draft a quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
but he didn't expect that the Falcons were going to turn around and draft a quarterback either.
But
he has now chosen to go to the Raiders, knowing that they are.
This is why
what makes it worse, D-Mac, is that they drafted one, didn't tell him, and that dude sucked. So you could have got a skill position.
I'm about to say this is why you shut up and let the football gods do their plan. Because if you do stay, think about this. If you do stay in Minnesota, JJ probably still gets hurt, right? Then you get to play, you get to mentor him, and even if he comes in, he sucks so bad, you come right back with your job.
I don't think they offered him the deal.
No. They wanted to keep him. They won't give him the 180.
It was a significantly smaller deal than the 180.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I take the
180 million, and then
I was about to say Kirk may prefer the money.
But your biggest gripe though wasn't the money. Your gripe was I don't want nobody coming in here taking my job, basically. So you went somewhere where they took your job, like literally. But now none of them guys have jobs.
Are we sure about that?
Hey, what's the
well? Yeah, we know two over there now. So what it is?
What's the comedian's name that always got his shirt off, Rob?
Bert Kreischer, that's my guy.
He did the Tampa Bay one. Now I will say it was hilarious. They did a beat run with him and two of the offensive linemen from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was spectacular. Like I love that.
I like Bert. I gotta see. Damn, who was dropping these?
All the NFL teams.
Just NFL teams on their own.
They're on their social media. So if you go,
you can
know I've been out of the loop because these are all comedians. I should know about this, but yeah, I gotta tap in.
I mean, early one day,
Panthers
if you stand on business for once, don't do what you did yesterday when you was twerking and clapping away from the bet. If you stand on business,
you are a nerd boy
for the Carolina Panthers. You can be that early. If you stand on business this season, you can be that for the Carolina Panthers next year. Absolutely.
For the people who don't know, in the Discord, I made a bet with one of the guys in Discord. I put 500 on because he's an Eagle fan. So I said I want 500 on the Rams versus the Eagles October 4th. He said, "Well, let me also bet you 500 on something your team play." He went Pittsburgh, he went Chicago, and I was honest. I said I'm pussy about the Panthers, and I don't trust them. So I'm not gonna bet.
Hey, D-Mac in Kenya and Bama. Am I crazy to say that week one?
D-Mac, who you root for?
The Panthers versus the Bears. That's a good matchup for the Panthers versus the Bears in week one.
That's a great matchup for the Panthers to me.
They have a good defense.
With the addition they just got.
They have a good secondary.
It is
because Rice only performs against top tier secondary. And he's weird to me. He could go against a team that they should have a layup to beat, and then he'll go out there and pass for 130 yards like Jalen Hurts. But
or we could be up, Bama. We could be up 10 to 14 points in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left, and Caleb Williams start doing this Caleb Williams magic shit. Now I lost by 500. No, thank you. Not betting against Caleb Williams. That weird fourth quarter magic he be doing.
The Bears
be down by 17 points with 5 minutes left and come back and win the game in overtime. No, thank you.
I think it's an interesting matchup. My question would be, can they figure out a way to slow down Loveland in that tight end room? Because I think the Panthers in their outside cornerback play, even though I do love Burden, I love Rome Odunze, I think that they'll have their moments. But I think, obviously, what you saw from Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn last year is really top-notch. I think they've done a good job at adding to their defensive line.
What about that running game?
For the Panthers, you're saying?
No, for the Bears.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's what I was going to say, because that's the problem. Because of how Ben Johnson designs his offense, the ground game is going to be very difficult for them to stop, even with Derek Brown. And the second level of the Panthers is weak, and I'm not sure about their safety room either. So that the tight end position in the run game would be the question mark for the Panthers.
Our corner play is J.C. Horn. Mike was good last year, but I like the linebacker we got. I think we overpaid Phillips. I do still think we got a top DT, top 5 DT in the game. But again, I got to put my faith
on. They ain't got Trayvon Moore no more at safety.
No, I think we got rid of Trayvon. I think Trayvon went somewhere else. Yeah, I think we got rid of Trayvon. But yeah, I think we're actually. I think coming to the season, we're starting Ransom. I think we're starting Ransom coming to the season. But yeah, like I said, I don't. It's really just about Bryce, man. I got to see Bryce. I think that we're gonna do Coker. We're gonna do, of course, my guy McMillan, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and then either Jimmy Horn or whatever we want to do with that. The tight end situation, I don't know about. I don't like that we just have Chuba Hubbard still, and then again we're depending on Brooks, and Brooks ain't been healthy. I don't know what depends. I'm gonna be. I'm just being honest.
Your offensive line is gonna be way better again, like I was back this season last year.
But Bryce can be bad. I gotta see Bryce before I start putting money on.
You just signed Jalen Phillips, and on top of that, you Morig is a good safety. You got Mike Jackson. Like, bro, your team is better than you're giving it credit for.
Well,
I don't think we're going to be. Hold on. First of all, you niggas in this conversation, we're going to win 4 games. So I don't think we're going to be that bad.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. No, you didn't say that. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be bad. But again, we literally go. Bama, can you tell this nigga that we live and breathe? Bama, tell these niggas that we live and breathe off Bryce Young right now.
How did he find back facts and stats? I have no idea. Earlier,
it's the Twitter Spaces. I think that's.
I opened it. I go in there to take a break, and then I come in here and see early in there yapping. I'm just like, bro, oh my gosh.
Well, it's not. First of all, let's get something very clear. I'm everywhere. That's one. Niggas. First of all, Ev is from DC. He's from the DMV, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you from my city, I know about every. I'm not like, listen. Some of y'all niggas, y'all just be chilling in y'all city, but I'm everywhere. So of course, yeah, Ev from the city. West is on my pod. Shout out directly. It's come on, man. I'm outside, man. I'm outside, baby. I didn't know D-Mac was gonna be in there. I didn't know you was there. But you niggas, see, I want y'all to know
where
in the black community.
Came from? How you think D-Mac got here?
Bama, in the black community, Bama, this is our problem, Bama. We be keeping secrets and shit.
No, we don't. I've been very loud about facts and stats.
It's a whole Twitter space out there. I could be getting some bump at, getting my skills up, and these niggas in the gym not telling nobody about the competition.
Wait, D-Mac. How? This is black business right here. I met you through spaces. Yeah, look at D-Mac. What you talking about?
All connections.
Yeah, what you yapping about? Shoot.
Niggas like, oh, why are you talking to Swiper like that? Why are you talking to D-Mac like that? I know D-Mac. Shut your asses up. This is me and D-Mac talking. God damn it. Niggas in there like, why you talking to him like that? Read the room, Early. Read the room. I know D-Mac. The fuck are we talking about?
So we had a hilarious moment yesterday. I was also going to say that I do like the things that the Panthers have done with their safety room, though, because I still have questions about the linebacker. But yeah. I liked Zachary Wheatley a lot as far as the draft was concerned, and I think Nick Scott's an underrated signing. So if that safety position can be significantly improved, then I think I do give them a better shot versus that Bears offense, particularly up the spine of the defense.
By the way, your running back room, I don't hate it early. It's Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, Trevor Etienne, and AJ Dillon. Like, that's a nice 4-man rotation.
I just the AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon. That's crazy.
Trevor Etienne.
Crazy.
Trevor Etienne is. I'm gonna tell you who he is. There was a time with the Cowboys. Now work with me, where they had Julius Jones and they had Marion Barber, and then they had a running back, the third running back, Tashard Choice. I always said Tashard Choice had it all and never got the. I was like, you got the power back, you got the scat back. This nigga Tashard Choice was a receiving back, I was like, no, your back is there. Your third back is your all-around back. Y'all keep saying, make Marion Ball be this Bruce back or make Julius be this finesse back. You have a two-way back right there. That's how I feel about Etienne. I think Etienne could really be the one. I think Short is probably that more burst guy. I think that, Brooks is that burst guy. Then you got Chuba Hubbard, who more, but you got to give it to him a lot for him to get going. I think Etienne could be our best back, but it's all about will he get the play time. Same way I think Jimmy Horn could be one of the best slots in the league, but does he get the play time?
So, by the way, I want to address this because some people in the chat are not aware. They're saying this isn't on YouTube. It is on YouTube, y'all. We are on our brand new YouTube channel. Literally brand new YouTube channel. So we are not on the Player's Choice one. So if you're watching this on our YouTube. And then on the other side of this, you're also now watching this on Twitter. All you got to do is type in the press box. You can go to the press box and you can find us on YouTube. And we are watching this currently live. This is going to be our home channel for here on out. We have our own designated place to land on. So if you are watching this live, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. We're continuing to build up this great community. This is going to be
good knowledge, Bama. Thank you for remembering that, dog. Good knowledge, man. That was
which part? Which part?
And just remember Shaw's Choice. And shout out to my man Trent, because Trent is the first person to ever introduce me to Discord. I'm a young old nigga, so shout out to my man Trent. Yeah. Finally finding my way through that, Trent.
Pressbox PC on YouTube. Make sure you find it, y'all. Tap in. We currently have we're growing. We're going to get to 10,000 subscribers here very
easy.
quickly.
After the season over with 10K.
Not before the season. Let's load up because all the stuff we about to do, we have a whole vision coming. I just want y'all to know what you see now is the worst it's going to be. Okay.
Period.
There's levels that are coming to this. You see, we added D-Mac and Kenya. First off, I would like to just say Kenya and D-Mac have been a great addition to the show. They've been wonderful, terrific. Obviously, we're gonna have J-Rob still gonna be involved. We got a bunch of people that's still gonna be here. Bama.
I got a whole mic. I didn't say use it yet. I can't wait.
These are the OGs, obviously from the gridiron days. I'm just here stepping in, obviously just doing greatness as I do all the time early. I'm just stepping in here just to build off the greatness that they've already built. So we're on the way. But I'm telling y'all, this summer, it's going to be crazy. I'm just letting y'all know the stuff that we got coming out is going to be crazy, y'all. So I can't wait to get into it, y'all. But y'all, real quick, I just want to let people know because early, you are a man, obviously, of many talents. One of the things you do is you win a lot of money. And guess who won us a lot of money last year? We did. We won y'all bucket loads of money on Splash Sports last year. So make sure you continue to tap in with Splash, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is the place that you want to be. This is the best DFS game that exists on the net. Literally, y'all, we're in the middle of the NBA playoff. The Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals are right around the corner. Quick Picks on Splash Sport is the DFS game that you've been looking for. Literally, y'all, tap in Quick Picks on Splash. It's the only DFS game where you're playing against other players, not the house. And Splash has the highest multipliers in DFS, up to 50-time multiplier on 6-leg entries. Why would you play anywhere else anyway? You're essentially leaving money on the table anytime you play the other guys out. So ready to compete, use code CHOICE on Splash Sports and get a free $50 deposit when you play your first $5. That's right, a $50 deposit when you play your first $5. Link is in the description. Let's see what you're made of. And I'll continue to tell y'all, I will continue to say that we ended the year, if you listen to us, we ended the year on a winning streak. We went undefeated down the stretch of the year. D-Mac, you couldn't do that because you biased, but you got to be unbiased to do that. And we unbiased early, so we went undefeated in the conference championships and in the Super Bowl. So I just want to let y'all know where y'all gonna find that at. Bama, what other platform can you find they going undefeated in big games with Splash? Nowhere. Tap in. By the way, I do think y'all, I know we want to say that last year, the players that won us the most money, Trent, Drake May, Rico Dowdle. Who else was the top, a top 3 player that won us money on Splash last year?
James Cook.
Who?
James Cook. He was covering.
James Cook was going crazy.
And then
Jansen?
George Pickens.
George Pickens was going crazy too, bro.
We appreciate you.
George Pickens was going crazy. Biggest disappointment we had last year might have been Jettis, but we stopped using Jettis like week 6.
Once that boy started calling
him, for me last year, who really screwed me. What's the running back? I just forgot his name. Running back for the Eagles. Saquon boy.
Oh yeah, Saquon had a tough year.
Hey, I don't know if y'all nasty like I am. Tua with the picks fed families. Bro.
Yeah,
put Tua down for
So did Gino.
Gino was every single week.
And D-Mac.
No. Listen, just for the playoffs, Kenneth Walker fed families.
Yeah,
Boy, I tell you,
he did.
he
We took
fed
him in the Super
families
Bowl.
for the playoffs.
We took him in the Super Bowl. Yeah, we took him. And by the way, D-Mac, I'm not kidding about this.
Catches,
If you took
yards,
the under
touchdowns.
on if you took the less on Patrick Mahomes too for like yards and stuff,
Yeah,
that also
yards,
worked out. But
Yeah,
obviously it's
running
Mahomes, so like
he's running so damn much.
yeah,
Drake May fed. If you got hit to Drake May early, he fed.
bro,
families
if you
too,
got
boy.
Drake May, bro, it was
Under.
early. The rushing and
less.
passing was like 225, bro. If you put rushing and pass, I think I hit on Drake May at least 9 weeks of the season last year. He's crazy, bro. Drake was an incredible regular season player.
In the playoffs, everything less.
Wonderful regular season player.
Less. I don't care. They say, will he throw 60 yards today? No, he won't. Less.
All right, y'all. So this feels like real football to me because now we're actually getting into some of the real stuff of the season. So the schedule dropped, y'all, and we have week 1 already on the table. So I want to go through like some of the teams, but also the favorite games that we're looking for. But in case people didn't know, the schedule drop happened this week, really 2 days ago. The opening game of the NFL season this year is going to be the Seattle Seahawks on Super Bowl Thursday versus the New England Patriots for a Super Bowl matchup. Y'all, do we expect that this game is going to be worth anything?
No.
Do we think that they have a chance at all in this game?
I mean, this is a Patriots team that we assume is getting AJ Brown, so I think they have a shot. I think they can compete. I'm obviously going to be picking Seattle to win this game, but yeah, I mean, I think the Patriots have a shot to make it competitive. The question is going to be, hey, what does their offensive line shuffle look like? Obviously, they added Lomu to see if Will Campbell maybe kicks inside or where they want to put Lomu. But you add AJ Brown, they add Romeo Dobbs. I think that wide receiver core is going to be significantly improved as far as that standpoint. So I could see them being competitive in the game, especially if you say, hey, the Seattle Seahawks secondary is maybe just slightly tweaked, maybe just going through a little bit of transition, maybe just a tiny bit. So I think it's going to be kind of similar to the game that I thought last year's game was going to be, the Cowboys and Eagles, where I thought that was going to be a good game, and then the Eagles would pull away late. Obviously, that was a good game for the first half, and then they had to delay, and that happened, etc. But I think it's going to be one of those games. The Patriots, keep it close or ahead throughout the third quarter, and the Seattle Seahawks finish it off in the fourth quarter.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. There's a world where Jadarian Price is better than Kenneth Walker next year.
Yeah, and there's also a world where we're looking at trying to find.
I do like Price,
but remember, just to be clear, D-Mac, I also said I thought Jadarian, like, if he was in another situation, I think he would have been like looked at a lot differently than Jeremiah Love. Like, not better, but just differently because they were playing on the same team.
Second, yeah. No, I thought Price was a good pick for them.
He works perfect for that system. I really think he does. I think he's an every down back. I think he can do it all. He can catch. He can. I think he's gonna be good. And there's a world where we keep trying to look and find Bryce Young. I'm Bryce Young, but Drake May, a new weapon. I think Dobbs might fuck around and be the guy. Like, he might be his Greg Jennings. He might be his, his Devontae Adams. He might be his guy, 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards. Like, he might be his guy.
Dobbs has never gotten the targets for that, though. I've always thought he was the best receiver in the room.
Yeah, facts. He got the route running. He's just, his hands ain't consistent, but everything else he does great. Separation, route running, he has all that release. Literally a lot of it is just his the targets and then the ability to catch the ball. But I think last year he kind of improved in that and became kind of number one when Reed went down. I think Dobbs gonna be just fine over there, and he's a deep threat. He's gonna be just fine, y'all.
I don't know. I guess I'm just not that high on the Patriots. I mean, Drake May had such a bad playoff run that it left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all I can remember at this point. It overshadowed all the good things he did in the regular season. So I just think the Seattle Seahawks are still the overall better team, even though they did lose a few pieces on their defense. I just trust them a little bit more than I do the Patriots.
Says the Joe Burrow fan who is also mid in the playoffs. Hey guys, get a load of this girl.
Okay, fine. I agree with that. I never said he was a lead in the playoffs. Y'all keep putting that on me like I said it. I never said that.
How does Trent say Mickey playoff
run?
Like Joe Burrow?
It was not Mickey. It was definitely not Mickey.
Compared to Drake May, it wasn't Mickey. You're right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking that the Seattle Seahawks are a significantly better team, but it's open night. Weird things happen, and I think the Patriots wide receiver core being upgraded, makes this more of a competitive matchup to me.
Is Drake May going to play better?
Yeah, he'll play better.
I think they probably win that game
because it's hard to play worse.
Exactly.
Is the offensive line better, do you think, for the Patriots?
Is Will Campbell getting moved to guard?
Wherever they insert Lomu should make their offensive line better than it was the last time we saw it.
Is Will Campbell getting moved to guard like I heard?
He's doing less. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
They should be better than. As long as he's not protecting his blind side, they should be better.
Hey, and by the way, y'all, this is what I'm saying. Everybody that's watching this, and I'm currently up here, you should all have your LLC. You should be starting a side business for watching sports and talking about it in any way, shape, and capacity. You know why? The reason why I bring this up. At the same time, Bama, the NFL is so nasty. Okay, instead of just having, hey, opening night, hey, this is the game of the night. Everybody walk in Thursday, Super Bowl rematch. So they have the Wednesday game, which is New England versus Seattle. The very next day on Thursday, they're going to have San Francisco versus Los Angeles Rams. And guess what that game is going to be watched on? Netflix. So Netflix is going to be carrying this game. I remember Netflix in the past, not so great because
the streaming is too many people.
If you're watching Netflix, it can absolutely 100% crash. And also, the biggest example of that was the Love Is Blind reunion, where it basically crashed live in the middle of the show. So,
remember what was the first fight they had on there? Yeah, it tore that streaming place up.
Come on, yesterday?
No. What was the first fight that was on Netflix?
Wasn't it Jake Paul?
It might have been Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Remember how bad that connection was? Oh my God! I thought it was just my Netflix. Come to find out, everybody in the world was crashing on them.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. But Netflix, you will need to watch. You obviously need to have a subscription to Netflix in order to do that. This season is going to be a lot of Prime, a lot of Netflix. So just so y'all know, just to be prepared.
It's all over. It's going to be, even with NBA, it's Peacock, it's Prime, it's like Disney. Jesus Christ, man, pick a platform.
They so money hungry and they corny, bro.
It's on ESPN.
All of them leaks is corny, bro. Like, once upon a time, all you used to have is cable. Now it's, bro. Man, matter of fact, once upon a time, bro, you could just watch it on regular TV, NBC, ABC, bro.
Yeah,
Fox,
CBS,
NBC. They're weird. Now you gotta have Peacock.
Remember YouTube TV,
Paramount Plus.
Remember YouTube TV, Bama, this last year, YouTube TV and ESPN, they actually fell out of an agreement. And they
ain't no more YouTube TV.
No. It was ESPN, and
it was like for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then we had to buy the ESPN app in order to watch the games and stuff like that during the season as well. So we obviously went through this in Colorado, where we had an altitude dispute with Comcast for 6 years. So if you had Comcast, you could not watch the Avalanche or the Nuggets the entirety of that time. So you had to get Dish in order to do it. Yeah, it was crazy. So
I was about to say, Fred, that YouTube TV saved families during them playback times, boy. I tell you, families.
ESPN is greedy though.
Yeah, they are.
They go into contract with Comcast or whoever the cable is, but then again they want to make you double pay because you already paying for Comcast.
I think I paid $350 for NFL ticket last year.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Bro.
And then they bundle it with everything, so they'll bundle with Disney, bundle with Hulu. Like ain't nobody want all that. I just want to watch the games.
Yeah, only bundle early wants to buy. It's not them bundles. Ain't that right, early?
Hey.
Now I will say
bundles.
That Thursday game, San Francisco versus the Rams. San Francisco will be healthy outside of George Kittle too. That should be great television. Great television. The 49ers are one of my secret favorite teams in the league. I love the jerseys. I love the culture. I love the 49ers legacy stuff. I love the iterations of their team. They obviously got a bunch of great players over there. Warner, Bosa, obviously Debo when he was there. Now their receiving core this year.
Bosa. Ugh.
Bosa's great. He's a great player.
He's not a great person.
Well, fortunately, a few of these people are not. Definitely. Mike Evans and Ricky Pearsall and Christian Kirk. How do you feel about that, y'all?
I think Mike will have a bang up year this year.
Yeah, I can't wait.
If Mike is healthy, then I think that it's a good core. I think
he'll be so dependable.
With George Kittle, I think that'll be.
I'm trying to push Perk narratives anyway, so I'm cool with that.
So who, Bama? Old boy from Ole Miss, he might do.
Dribbling.
Who did DeJuan Jennings go to? I just see somebody sign him. Who signed him?
Vikings. He went to the Vikings.
What?
So yeah, I mean they needed a third wide receiver because they lost Naylor.
They did lose Naylor. That's gonna be a number one.
Addison and Juddis.
And then because this actually leans into our next conversation. Somebody in the chat wanted to say this, but I want to do this with a few teams, y'all, because the obviously the title of the show we're talking about the schedules, but the big story for me, Kenya, is the AFC West and the NFC West. I think those are the two best divisions in football. They're going head to head this year. So we're about to get like money matchups to start the year. And in particular, as somebody in the chat, because we can go through this with multiple teams, this is the opening slab of schedules for the AFC West. We'll start with the Denver Broncos here. The Broncos are playing at Kansas City.
Y'all versus games, man.
On ABC.
What the hell?
They didn't play. They played the Jacksonville Jaguars at home in week 2. They played the
Rams at home.
They played the Rams at home in week 3. They played the 49ers on the road in week 4. They played the Chargers on the road in week 5. They play Seahawks at home in week 6. And then they have the Arizona.
No, wait. Swipe. You're reading that wrong. At means they're playing there. Versus means they're playing at your house.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing at home. I said they're playing at home versus the Jaguars.
No. At means y'all playing the Chargers at their house.
Yes. They're on the road.
I thought you said at. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't lying. That shit is treacherous.
So y'all play Kansas City in y'all house. Then y'all play.
Yes. They play. They play Arizona at home. They play Arizona away. They play Kansas City at home. Then they play Carolina on the road. But then they have a bye. But it's really the first 9 weeks in general. They have multiple playoff teams and the 3 maybe best teams in the NFC.
I ain't gonna lie. When the last time y'all played a 2 division? Like damn, by week 10 y'all have already played Kansas City twice. Dang. Normally y'all save them games for like towards that latest.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that game got placed there at the 8th after they announced we were going to be the opening game. I thought it would have been later in the season. I'm okay with it being in the middle of the season.
Yeah, because y'all want Patrick Mahomes to be healthy. That's all it is.
No, not even that. I just because we play him in the week 1, but I thought that it was just going to be at the end of their season, and we have a really tough 5-week stretch in that towards the end of our season too. So I thought that game was going to get added onto it. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
With or without Mahomes, I think they sweep y'all this year, regardless.
I picked it as a sweep because I don't think either one of the Broncos games fell in a good place for us. I picked it as a sweep.
They sweep y'all. I think y'all sweep the whole division this year, Swipe. I think y'all go 6-0.
I don't think they sweep. I think they lose 1 to the Chargers. I think they lose 1 or 2.
Nah, I think they go 6-0.
The Chargers are harder for them to beat than the Chiefs are. It's just a matchup thing. The way Chargers play, they're so methodical with how they play.
With Mike McDaniel as the offensive coordinator.
Oh, y'all play Las Vegas week 15. Watch Mendoza pop y'all right there. Week 15. Watch.
I think the Raiders are better. They're probably going to be better.
Shit, y'all might be 14-1 by then. Y'all might just say, "Hey, man, go ahead." I know I'm being nasty.
But yeah, this is to me. If early, I don't know if you ever remember playing NCAA when you were younger, but you know how like you could set the schedule at NCAA on the game. So like I would set number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. I want to play all the good teams. I didn't like playing easy schedules on the game. So this is fun. I mean, honestly, you're playing against playoff team, 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 playoff team. I mean, 8 of your first games versus playoff teams.
I can go like 8-2 in the first 10 weeks. I'm real heavy on y'all. I got y'all going to the bowl this year, Swiper, honestly. I think y'all can have a 13-4 type record this year easily. Especially if y'all can get to that first 10 games. And y'all can get there like 7-3, 8-2. That second half, y'all, we ain't work. You ain't worried about Pittsburgh, Miami, and New York. Yeah, Buffalo. I think they on the decline, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I still believe in Josh Allen, but Buffalo.
You cooked early.
I was say I thought that was me.
Oh
yeah, I thought it was too. The Buffalo folks got early.
No, I gotta see how Bo ankle healed up though, because
that's like the second ankle injury.
Well, no, it's a cleanup on the first surgery, so it's technically a scheduled one, but So this is the Chiefs schedule now. The Chiefs on the other end, they have the Denver Broncos. They got the Indianapolis Colts with. I think Daniel Jones should be back by this point. Obviously, they're at Miami, which is probably going to be the worst team in football, and then they're at Las Vegas, which is probably a bottom 10 team in football. Then they play the Chargers, who are obviously a tough matchup for anybody in the division because it's the Chargers. And then they got back-to-back weeks of at Seattle and at Denver.
And this is why I ended up picking it a sweep, because I just think, obviously, week 1 is going to be tough in general. Mahomes first came back. We've got a lot of rookies that we're relying on, things that we got to get in order. But for it to be after the at Seattle game that we have to travel to Denver.
By the way, aren't one of these – y'all play them on a Thursday?
No, it's Sunday. Yeah, both of those are Sunday games, fortunately. But we do have the later on. We have the Thanksgiving game at Buffalo.
That's right. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, that starts our tough stretch.
Bro, look at this,
Buffalo,
y'all.
at Los Angeles at Cincinnati.
This is nuts. This is nuts.
I was afraid that they were going to put the Denver game where that Chargers game is, which it's a little bit better, but that still ain't easy, obviously.
Oh, this is Kansas City. Y'all, we on now.
Yeah. This 6-game stretch is just very difficult.
Yeah, look at this. So they got this started the schedule, which isn't terrible.
Loss.
So Denver, Indy, Miami, Vegas, but they got the Chargers 3 straight weeks. Chargers, Seattle, and Denver.
So y'all might start the season off 2-5, man.
That's not going to be where we start off.
I only listen Miami, and I think I can get Miami. I think I can pop Vegas. No,
we're not going to lose
in
every
Vegas.
single one of those games.
No, I think Denver you're losing to. Indianapolis, you could lose to, but you
gotta remember he hates Patrick Mahomes. Like he hates Mahomes. Like
I'm hoping, realistically, I'm hoping Patrick Mahomes is never good again. I'm hoping he has such a downfall, he just never gets back, and we go, oh damn, Pat fell off a cliff. It's just like we just move on from that shit and go on to new people.
From a football standpoint, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I want this to be the Atlanta Falcons year, personally. Like I know this is gonna be tough to get.
Not with them quarterbacks.
With Tua and
Penix.
God bless. That's not gonna be.
You don't think Penix can make like a marketing
improvement? No.
Why?
Unfortunate.
He just
Unfortunately, the thing with Penix is Penix is who he is, and we have because he is an older prospect, and we saw him for as long as we did in college. We knew what he was coming into the league, and
we think Penix is starting versus the Falcons with the Falcons.
Either him or Tua. It's not a.
This should be. I'm not gonna lie to you though, but this should be Tua's team.
Why?
It doesn't matter though.
Because Tua can actually.
I agree.
Because if you're giving Tua, Drake May, and Pitts, and I think Tua would do just great with this team.
No, I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't think Penix is good. So
I don't think Tua is good.
but hold on, one of these niggas has shown to be decent. Let's not forget that.
I don't think Tua is decent.
I don't even think he's bad.
Tua is decent.
We can be nasty on who Tua was supposed to be and get the contract. But Tua has proven himself. Penix has not.
Tua can't move.
The talent.
Arm strength.
Neither can Kirk Cousins.
But Kirk Cousins is a better arm.
He's a better arm than Tua.
I don't need to move to dump the ball down to Robinson. I don't need to move.
What you mean? Proved himself.
Proved himself as in he's had good seasons.
Yeah, but now he done proved himself that he's dog shit. So
he's bad.
He's ass.
So we rather go Michael Penix is what I'm hearing from you guys.
I don't care. They're both bad to me. I just know he was bad after the hip injury. Like I don't know what else to say. Like,
I didn't draft you in the top 10 to take somebody else who has worse injuries than Michael Penix, and he's ass.
But we like 8. We'll see. That nigga probably be back on the bench.
Hey, maybe what we could do this year, y'all, and I don't know how y'all interest y'all. Y'all talk about some people. Maybe we could do like a members only stream every so often because we're doing that on PC side, where we could actually do an all 22 NFL Plus because obviously I have access to that, and so we can actually go through some of the games and some of the film and all that stuff. And
let's watch that Michael Penix film.
We don't want to watch the Tua film.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I kind of agree with Early. At least Tua is a part of somebody that hung 70 on the Broncos with that secondary.
2023.
I feel you.
Tua has proven with weapons he can shine. He can shine with weapons.
We saw Michael Penix versus the Carolina Panthers where Bryce only threw for 150 yards. They lost 30 shit, bro.
If
I told you the opposing quarterback was only going to throw for 150 yards, you wouldn't tell me that would end up in the 30 shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care.
We saw Tua. Hold on. We saw Penix versus the 49ers. They were trying to give him that game. He didn't want it. He didn't want nothing to do with it, man. He didn't want nothing to do. I don't want it. I don't want it, 49ers.
I don't want it.
Then Brock throw like 2 or 3 picks in that. Yo, he didn't want that game, bro. He didn't want it at all. In the dirt, every pass in the dirt.
Okay, we also saw Tua last year against the Bills when he saw Tyreek, when he saw Jalen Waddle throw 2 picks to lose them the game. It's the same thing. He's still not good. That was 3 years ago that you guys are talking about prime Tua. We are way past that.
All right, y'all. So, like I said, that was the Chiefs schedule. To get into the next one, go share this again. D-Mac, do you have a record position for the prediction for the Chiefs right now? Just kind of how you're feeling preseason.
Yeah, I had him 10-7.
5-13.
That's 5-13.
But I will
say this: I think that they have a large window because this is the most volatile I felt about them. They have some serious questions on the team, so I could legitimately see 7 or 8 wins. I could legitimately see 12 or 13 wins. I think that it just comes down to where some of these things land.
Hey. Jalen Waddle, barbecue and Matador.
13.
You talking about Delane?
Yeah. Matador Delane. It's a couple niggas. It's a couple niggas on this list gonna be barbecuing him, boy. I tell you, Seattle, Jansen, barbecue.
I know what it was, D-Mac, and
I gonna be in the fire.
I fuck with Mahomes, but you more of a KC fan than me. This is just on the outside looking in. I know what it was that set the NFL off why they don't like him no more. He made that shit look too easy. That nigga was throwing under pressure. He was throwing the ball behind his back, underhand, no look passes, bro. They had to cool that nigga off. They're like, hey, bro, you finna make this shit look too easy, bro. Mahomes had it away. I think my mama could have went out there and played quarterback, bro. Like,
listen,
that's how easy he was.
We watched this nigga be great for 20 years, Bama. For 20 plus years, this nigga had 6 good seasons. And we like, hey man, he might be number 1. Man,
yes, bro.
Early with that.
Early. Do you hear what I'm saying? This
shut up with that.
That's how
if you repeat, he the best.
You know
that's how nice Mahomes is.
Quarterback to be under pressure, and that nigga say, I'm finna throw it behind the back. In football. He said, I'm finna, you know what? I'm under pressure. This
is my first time. Hey guys, this is my first time starting.
Yeah,
what is this? Like, this is Madden. You can't do that.
Mahomes a bad boy, bro. Like they had to cool him off, bro, because that's why they had to get rid of Reed.
Well, if you define cooling him off by everybody running a shell coverage,
it was like, ha. If you star receiver, Super Bowl.
If you mean cool off by everybody starts running a shell coverage with 2 over top, then
both of those
then the NFL did change, and then that aerial stuff did slow down for Mahomes and a lot of other people.
And unfortunately, we haven't seen enough of an offensive evolution from Reed, and that is a major question for me for us going into this year. That's going to be a swing thing for how this season is going to turn out for us.
Yeah, so it's going to be. I'm curious to see how the Chiefs do.
Signed his soul to the devil, and the devil came to collect.
Those are still going to be good games. And then on the other end,
he still has his family. Unlike your guy, he had to give up his family.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then to get into the Seattle Seahawks, so the Seahawks have a different schedule on the board. So they're trying to defend their title. Obviously, they open up at New England on a Wednesday, and then they have the Arizona Cardinals on the road, and then they have the Washington Commanders on the road. They have the Chargers at home, and then they have the San Francisco 49ers at home. Then they're on the road to Denver. Then they have the Kansas City Chiefs at home. They have the Chicago Bears at home. They have the Cardinals at home, and then they have Vegas on the road. Then they got to bye. Did this seem like a pretty favorable schedule for the Seattle Seahawks?
Look at that 4 games.
Let me. Okay, so we have Eagles. Eagles, Atlanta, Washington, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Denver. Since I ain't gonna lie, boy, Kansas City, man, y'all, everybody good. Y'all playing. Chicago, Arizona, Los Angeles. Realistically, after the first, let's say 10 games, they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can probably got like 6-4, 7-3 on them first 10 games, man. Because Vegas is so up in the air on whether they can be good or not. Like there's still so much to like, I know Arizona gonna be bad. Washington, I don't know. The Chargers, I don't know. San Fran, I don't know. Denver, I know. Kansas City, some shit. Chicago can be beat. Arizona again can be beat. Then Vegas is up in the air. They can easily be 6-4, 7-3.
I think that this is a fine schedule for them. Like because we know the opponents that these teams are going to be playing ahead of time. Like it's just about where did these stretches kind of come in? Where's your bye week fall? And that was something that I didn't like about our schedule, it being early too. But like I don't see any crazy stretches. That Los Angeles, San Francisco, Denver, KC stretch, Chicago stretch, like that's probably the hardest 5 that you see out here. But I think that they can manage that because most of those games, I think 4 out of those 5 are at home too. So I think that they are in a good position, to continue to be one of the best teams in the National Football League, which I think that they certainly can.
Would it make sense if I said, and Kenya, you were saying something as well. Would it make sense if I said this is to me more like, hey, Sam Darnold, how are you going to show up in some of these games right here? Because Kansas City, Denver, San Fran, Chargers, in Chicago, they should have good defenses.
Yeah.
I would say specifically they should be good against the run, specifically for those teams.
You don't think the Chiefs will have a decent pass coverage next year?
Well, I mean, they should be. I'm just trying to be in middle of the pack there. But I think that what the key is, to your point, this is going to be, hey, we're going to be able to limit your run game. Now you have to figure out how can Sam Darnold be able to beat us through the air.
Yeah, defensively, the hardest defenses in this 10 games is the Chargers and Denver. San Fran, I still don't trust their secondary. Kansas City is still rebuilding. I don't trust Chicago's secondary. Everything in Arizona sucks. Las Vegas' defense, I think, is going to be one of the most underrated because they had a really good offseason when it came to their defense. So that might give them some issues, but there's a chance. I mean, they could go 7-3. If Sam Darnold really wants to choke a game away, it'll probably be against Denver. Other than that, they got a pretty good easy first 10 weeks here.
I think that's a very salient point, Kenya, on the Raiders. The Raiders might end up being a tough. They might end up being one of those teams they don't win a lot of games, but every game they're playing is close this year.
That may be true. Their linebacker core is still terrible. I think that their secondary will be good in 2 to 3 years, but this year is going to be a little bit.
I mean, getting Max Crosby back, and they got Nakobe Dean from the Eagles those are pretty good additions.
I think a lot of people just say they're gonna be good right away, and I'm just like, I don't think that. They can easily win 4 games this whole season, but I think
they need a year in the oven with that defense to improve, and that's whatever happens with that.
I feel like we did the same thing with because of what CJ Stroud did, because of what Jay Daniels did. I think we did the same thing with Ward last year. I remember the conversation about Ward that they were a playoff team probably, or even when Caleb came. That's not they can easily be win 3 games this year. But like I said, it'll be close games, but they win 3 games this year. So I don't know, man. The Raiders is so much up in the air. Everything's brand new with the Raiders. I think people expect them to just be good because they picked up a lot of shit. But that shit has to mesh. And if it don't mesh, then hey, listen, the story is still out on Gypsy. And I told y'all about this guy. It's still out there.
You tripping early.
You can't just be all the way. I understand what the O-line play was last year, but still, we still had to see it.
We saw his visual footage.
Do you not remember what he did to the Texans?
Yeah, bro. The truth.
I mean, I'm legit.
I do have a hot take about that, though. But I do think that Genty will be a really good running back. And I think that you saw flashes of him last year. It was more so about the circumstances for me personally. But I will say this. I think that Omarion Hampton will have a better year than Asher Genty. I do truly believe that.
I know hot take. I took Hampton over Genty come out the draft.
I did too, but I thought he was a better prospect. But I think that Mike is going to do some special things with Chargers with that Chargers offense. I think Hampton's going to be at the center of it.
Y'all like them big slow-footed running backs, bro.
Slow-footed, they ran the same 40. They ran the same 40. One nigga 20 pounds heavier. What are we talking about? They ran the same 40. One nigga is 20 pounds heavier.
Hampton is not slow-footed.
It's not the same.
I watched UNC. He was amazing, D-man.
When I say slow-footed, I mean his change of direction is nowhere close to.
You think Omarion Hampton is close to Genty?
We're not close.
I think he's better than Genty.
I think he's better back than Genty. Omarion Hampton. You've heard this before, Trent. I've been saying this. That ain't a surprise.
And put the fries in the fucking bag.
I have a good prospect. I do truly.
This is one of them things that we sound good. Because if I told you, damn, who came out at the same time as Trent Richardson? I named some niggas that John was high on. If I told you certain guys was gonna be over certain guys, you might have been like, nah.
And I'm not arguing about who was a better college, obviously Asher Genty had a college career, but I believe that Hampton was a better prospect.
Oh, I'm talking about NFL. I say if you think Omarion Hampton right now is better than Ashton Genty,
I think he's better than Ashton.
Yeah, he is.
How? In what?
I think he has. And funny enough, Bama said that. I think that he actually does have better change of direction. Personally, I think that his ability to be fluid in and out of cuts is incredibly. I think that he carries his acceleration a lot better than Ashton Genty too. Gentry's contact balance is better in my opinion than Hampton's. I think that's definitely fair. I think they're about the same. I don't think you're getting any like major split out advantage by using them off the line of scrimmage running routes. I think both of them are really good receiving bats, but I really do value his change of direction a little bit better than Ashton Gentry's personally.
Wow, niggas think Omarion Hampton's change of direction is better?
I do think Omarion will have the better season.
You said
Because
what?
I do think Omarion will end up having the better season just because of the offensive scheme that he's going to be in.
This is crazy. The season Gentry had last year was better than Omarion Hampton's.
Yeah, it was.
He has
But
Mike
Hampton
McDaniel.
also-
We already know what that's going to
for the
look
year.
like.
And I
With
guarantee you,
Mike McDaniel.
Omarion Hampton would have got hurt.
Bro,
behind
if
that
Gentry
line.
played for the Chargers, y'all.
With Mike McDaniel as the offensive coordinator.
Like if Gentry, we saw like if he actually had a decent online, like bro, his after contact numbers.
He got hit behind the line of scrimmage more than any other running back in the league last year, bro, and he still produced. Dog, like I'm not completely against it. I'm just saying that I think that's more.
And this is the thing. This isn't me being down on Gentry personally. I just think Hampton is that damn good.
Yeah, it's better. I don't think Gentry sucks. I just think Hampton's better.
Well, early, you didn't know what you were watching last year with the Raiders, so I mean, I don't want to hear what you got to say.
Oh,
you were hating on
shut
Gentry
it. I also
year.
listen. Hey, don't get again. I can be respectable and say that.
Y'all can't claim bias on me. I don't like either one of these teams. Fuck them.
Yeah, I can be respectable and say that I watched the line play, and what hurt Gentry a lot of times was the line play. But I can also tell you when Gentry made a lot of mistakes. I can tell you Gentry like.
That kind of happens when you're offensive line.
I mean, no, he did. No, he made a mistake in the Broncos. I remember, but bro,
he dropped. It was times where he dropped passes. There were times where he fumbled. There were times like
him and James Cook, and then J.K. Dobbins a little bit. First half, him and James Cook had the best game versus the Detective defense all season last.
There were times where the hole was there and he didn't.
Didn't Gentry have like two TDs that game and like 160 plus all-purpose yards in that game or something like that?
No, he definitely had a really good game.
And I'm talking about he was breaking Petrie and them off, and then outrunning everybody. D-Mac, I think people realize this. His line was so bad, we didn't get a chance to see him in open field. He's fast. When you actually get him in open field too, I just think we just need him.
He's got good lawn speed.
Jay Boyd, I want to tell you, bro, they were getting fried last year, bro. I mean, that Texans game happened, So shout out to them.
You needed all of those for your narratives.
James Cook, obviously, was a beast last year. So obviously there's no L in that. The Los Angeles Chargers, their schedule, or sorry, Los Angeles Rams rather, their schedule. When I'm looking at it right now, so y'all, this should be a little interesting. This is going to be definitely interesting for Matthew Stafford in particular. Like I said, they opened up with San Francisco. They got the Giants, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, they know just gonna win. I'll tell you that much.
That's definitely not going to be just a walkthrough matchup. Then they got Denver and Philly and Buffalo. And they have three. Those are three good pass defenses. Bill, however you want about Buffalo. Those are still three good pass defenses. Then they got Arizona. Then they got Vegas. And they got the Chargers. They got the Commanders. And they got Arizona. So how we feel like the Rams are going to do first 10 weeks of the season?
Let's see. I think they beat San Fran at their crib. I think they will beat the Giants. I think they lose to y'all. I think they beat Philly because I got $500 on it. I think they beat Buffalo. They beat Arizona. I think they sleepwalk versus the Chargers in week 9 and they lose that game and they beat the Raiders. So I think they go 7-3. They go 7-3.
If Jaden Daniels is healthy.
That San Fran game is in Australia.
Whose schedule is this?
This is the Rams.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
San Fran don't have the receiver core to play with the Rams.
Everybody's like first 5. This shit treacherous.
Yeah, this is the crazy first 5 games.
This is the first schedule we watched in the 5 people he didn't post it. They ain't got Kansas City in the first couple weeks.
That shit is treacherous.
They put AFC West teams on everybody. Like, god damn, like everybody gets some AFC West team in the first 10 weeks. They ain't playing with y'all. Every schedule we looked at, AFC West teams, at least twice in the first 10 weeks.
I think the Rams.
I think they're trying to add more parity to the playoffs because AFC West teams, they are shoe in for 3 teams to make it out their division every year, bro. So you got to figure out a way to stop that shit and get some other teams up in there.
The tough thing
they trying to stall for Patrick Mahomes. What they trying to do?
D-Mac, what were you saying?
Why would they give us a tough game?
It's the NFC.
The Rams, The Rams games, I think, are in a solid enough place. Like anything could happen in Australia. I think that they should be better than the Niners week 1. You start off 2-0, and you know, you go just win one of those Denver, Philadelphia, and Buffalo games, and then the schedule lightens up, and you get yourself in a good spot. So I think the Rams right now I have as favorites to win the NFC West, just slightly over Seattle. I still think that they're very close as far as their teams are concerned, but I think I like the Rams schedule a little bit better.
You think the Rams go to the bowl?
Yeah, they'd be my favorite right now. Yeah. I think that they've improved a lot as far as that secondary.
I think Rams versus the Broncos, man.
If they drafted Mekhi Lemon like they were supposed to, it'd be a no-brainer.
or the tight end. I can't say his name right now. From
but they have a good tight end group.
Yeah, Sadiq, they should have done something other than
they could have got Sadiq though.
Well, they had Matt Clare in the second round, so like they still got talent there.
They got a good tight end. They got a good mix of tight ends that McVay.
They got a good team in general. Like, yeah, you could add Mekhi Lemon, but most important thing for them was, hey, we need to plan for the future for his quarterback. Like
that offensive
line. Bama. We know what you're doing.
I mean that's smart though. Like, I mean, yeah, you could get mad if it was.
It would have been smarter if it was a better quarterback, but we can move on.
I mean, what other quarterbacks was in this draft?
If they wanted to get a better quarterback, they could have at least traded the 13th overall pick for a first-round pick next year. I would have much rather seen them do that if they really wanted a long-term plan.
It would have been a top 5 pick.
Them niggas could have picked up Garrett Newsom in the 6th, let him sit there for 2 or 3 years while he get healthy, and then he could be the guy.
But I agree. I 100% agree with that. Because at least he has a better arm. He has to work on like the fundamental stuff, but he has a better arm then.
Once he gets healthy, I think he'll be halfway decent.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to tell you, we look back on 5 years, they could be like, yeah, that was the right decision they made, bro. They paid Stafford. I mean, isn't nothing else they really had to do besides? I mean, what y'all want them to do is play Madden Ultimate Team. Like, what
we want Alabama to do is produce a good quarterback. That's what we want. God damn, y'all quarterbacks suck.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
I mean, it happens when you put QBs around a lot of talent. They don't always produce in the NFL.
Don't always, but like never. Damn, never.
One of the most viral clips we've had on PC when I was telling Bama, I think 4 years ago now. Yeah, nigga, Alabama quarterbacks shit's ass.
They're terrible.
They're not bad.
Them niggas be winning. They be winning bowls and Heisman. They be winning Heisman and
you was booty shaking for Mac Jones with me last year when he was playing.
No, that's true.
Don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that.
Hey, shout out my man Mac. Shout out Matty. Shout out Mac. Shout out Mac man. Shout out Mac man. He looked fun. He looked fun. I would have loved to see Mac go to Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
but he's still, again, for what y'all produce and for what y'all have, they just don't be working out, man. Now Bryce can change everything, but you gotta get there. You gotta get there.
Keelan ain't gonna be the one though. Keelan ain't gonna be the one when he gets to the league. Watch what I tell y'all.
It's literally like 7 Alabama quarterbacks in the league right now trying to figure it out, though.
Jalen got a Super Bowl.
Oh,
That's so nasty. That's so nasty.
That was disgusting.
That's so
that
disgusting.
was disgusting.
That's so Imagine Oklahoma being like, "Hey man, that boy Caleb Williams, dog, I always knew."
But no, that was 1 year. Come on, D-Mac. He graduated from Alabama, bro. Three years at Bama, won SEC Player of the Year.
And then he got benched.
And then he got benched. Both of y'all Jalen quarterbacks got Super Bowls. That Jalen name work Alabama, don't it?
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Jalen Carter too. Shit.
Was Devonta Smith he was a reform corner at that point?
No, Devonta Smith always came in receiver.
You talking about who you talking about? You
talking about Smitty? Yeah, he always was.
He
was just real small. He said he came in like
120. He played. I thought you were talking about Trayvon Diggs because he came in playing.
Oh yeah, Diggs. Yeah.
Diggs.
I was about to say Devonta
Diggs came in playing receiver and then
wide receiver for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trayvon came in playing receiver, and then coach put him at DB, and he told the story how he called Stephon, was crying about it, and Stephon was like, "Man, you got to trust Nick Saban, dog." And from there on, he became all pro.
And then I watched the 2019 LSU game yesterday actually, and it was Surtain, it was Diggs, and then it was what's the name? The McKinney was the safety that they had at the time.
Yeah.
Alabama
Getting
people suck.
fried.
We talking about McKinney that played for the Giants and the Packers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, boy, y'all. And y'all defense.
He was mid. He was mid, but good versus the Packers, and then he went to like all pro level after that for a little bit. Not just last year, but I was watching Joe Burrow, but all the people before the game, D-Mac, they was like, "Oh man, LSU's about to get. They haven't played a real team yet, bro. They went up there to Alabama."
One of the most entertaining games that I remember in college.
That's the first time I ever went for
that kind of made me mad. That game was supposed to be a 7:00 game. They played that shit.
Bro, you still on this gimmick, bro? Give it up.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. We didn't play you Cajun Bengals at night since the beginning of time, bro. All of a sudden, what was CBS wanted to experiment with Georgia and Notre Dame and get in the night game, bro. Like, no, bro. You are ruined over 100 years of fucking tradition, bro.
That's why y'all got dog walked.
We had got them new LA. We didn't get dog walked.
They came back. They didn't get dog walked.
It was a really close game.
Yeah. But we had them new LED lights we was gonna put on y'all ass, which we put them on y'all in the second half, bro. And that's why we fucking came back, bro. Because that game was supposed to be.
No, y'all came back. No, y'all came back. Y'all came back because Derek Stingley was trolling. That's why y'all came back. Y'all didn't come back.
And Najee low-key went crazy a little bit.
Yeah, but that was that one play. That was.
Hey, watch this guy. Watch this. Hey, Bama. How did y'all lose to Indiana?
Trying to change the play when the play was going.
Hey, but all I'm gonna say though, I like how Debo responded to that, bro. We gonna bounce back, bro. Y'all gonna see a
y'all beat Indiana next year,
and we might break out them white helmets this year, bro.
Y'all beat Indiana this next year, Bama.
They said no colors allowed at Alabama.
Y'all want to know a fun fact?
Hold on, early. Bama,
whoa.
Y'all beat Indiana next year?
Bama, repeat that?
Yeah,
that was a crazy statement.
Alabama is thinking about bringing a white helmets back.
No. What did you say though? What did you say?
No. Nick Saban is really rolling in his grade. He's going to be rolling his grade.
No colors. Alabama used to have white helmets.
Yeah,
no colors allowed is crazy.
No colors allowed.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he was talking about it. He said no colors allowed.
No colors allowed is crazy.
I'm a Bama fan. I'm not gonna lie, history of Alabama.
If y'all bring back the white helmets, if you bring back the white helmets, that just shows y'all not gonna be on shit. Because y'all just
I want to say this though. I want to say this to my gamblers. A fun bet. To my gamblers, a fun bet that me and my homie found out literally like 2 days ago. Do you know if you would have bet Indiana winning the national championship and Mendoza getting two-way card, Indiana winning the championship and Mendoza getting the Heisman, if you bet $100, guess how much money you'd have won?
25.
How much?
50.
$5.1 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, they both were nothing going into the season, though.
Yeah, it was 5,000 to 1 for Mendoza winning Heisman and 100,000 to 1 for Indiana to win the national championship. If you just bet them two, and put $100 on it, you'd $1.5 million.
Known that though. Nobody expected Indiana.
But hold on, but Bama, imagine like how like Trent Favre. Imagine we got a nigga who like he coaching. He like, yo, hey, this Mendoza kid, we can win it all with him. Imagine if we had somebody in that Indiana office who was just real like, man, Mendoza, and we decided let me put $100 on these two niggas. Mendoza getting, I wouldn't be surprised if he won the Heisman. We won the national. Let me go put $100 on that. $5.1 million.
Yeah, you'll be up talking crazy. You'll be going to make.
I told my man, I said if I would have once Mendoza would have won the championship, once he would have won the Heisman, I would have watched that Super Bowl in the dark by myself in a hotel somewhere, like in the middle of nowhere. I don't want no hate around me. I don't want nobody that's rooting for Miami around me. I don't want no conclusion. I'm gonna be by myself on that $5 million, dog. That's $5 million with $100.
And it was a decisive victory that you would have won too in the national championship.
Earlier, he would have crashed out because that touchdown he scored on that 4th and 1.
I would have lost. Could you imagine? You know, when you got some good money, Swiper know this. When you got some good money on shit, the last thing you want to hear is a hating ass nigga rooting for the other team in your ear. Like, hey man, take that shit somewhere else. Take that shit. So, hey, Trent, you know, we have been in spaces, especially when we were not spaces, but when we were doing playback, where like I might be on somebody, and then Manny get to, and I be like, Trent, I gotta go, bro. I'll let y'all later, bro. Like niggas be having real money. Niggas be having $100 on a game. Nigga got 5 racks on something. Y'all talking about, man, come on, Lamar. I ain't got time for this. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season, man.
$5 million with $100.
Let's get to this San Francisco schedule again. Continue to trend of AFC West, NFC West. So opening week, they have Los Angeles, then they got Miami, then they got Arizona, and then they got a back-to-back of Denver and Seattle, home away. And then they have the Commanders, and then they got Atlanta, and then they got a bye. So is this a better outcome maybe for the 49ers?
I think they lose to LA, Denver, and Seattle. So they lose to the harder teams matchups, but they go.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't 49ers, man. I think their window has gone, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'm over the 49ers.
What's the back end of the schedule look like?
Even with the
I'm so
addition of
over
Mike Evans, I just don't think that they can
Yeah,
get
that shit
that.
over with.
Look
They
at
had like a good thing going. The way injuries pile up over there, you know. If history proves itself, expect a C-Mac to get hurt this year because you know how he do. So this 49ers, man, that window might be dead, man. And shout out to Brock though for getting his money. But I just don't.
Look at these 7 weeks between 8: Dallas, Minnesota, Seattle, Giants, Chargers or Rams, Chargers, Kansas City, and then they got Philly. 8 straight weeks.
The NFC West is the hardest team in the league right now, bro. Like Seattle and the Rams can easily win another 13 plus games this season. Ray, 49ers is too late for y'all, man.
Y'all say that, bro. I mean, even old head said that last year, and the Niners ended up making the playoffs.
Shanahan did an amazing job last year.
Absolutely.
All in that part of the seams, and
I don't think they missed their window. Not yet.
I'm talking about Super Bowl. I'm not saying they can't make the playoffs. I'm talking about Super Bowl. I don't got them beating the Rams or Seattle or the Eagles. Honestly, I just think they missed what they had that 1 year. They were supposed to be you, and you know this, D-Matt. They bullshitted in that Super Bowl, dog. They bullshitted. They were supposed to finish the deal. When they got that pick on Patrick Mahomes in the second half, and they was inside the 50 and didn't score, I knew. And then you missed a field goal that would have literally won the game. Like, man, y'all missed y'all. That extra point. 49ers. That was y'all's, bro. That was y'all let Patrick Mahomes steal that from y'all, man.
The same way about the Lions.
But it's just unfortunate because if they would have went for it and didn't get that touchdown, because you see it on so many occasions. You see it with the Lions and Dan Campbell who don't kick field goals, and it's like, oh well, if you would have kicked those field goals, you would have won the game. But then again, you go to the Niners. Then they tried to kick the field goal. Well, you should have went for it, bro, because you missed, bro. You lost the game, bro. It's like
but remember, Bama. They scored the touchdown and then kicked the field goal and missed the extra point. That 1 point, they would have beat them. Like that's why I was tied and went to overtime.
We had blocked multiple field goals during that season. We're actually really good at field goal block on that season. But the other thing is, a lot of people said that I'm just saying, it's the truth. They should have been aggressive in overtime and still win.
Facts. Kyle Shanahan was playing scary.
But the point being to Bama,
Purdy wouldn't make the throws. Man,
you're damned if you don't, because if you don't make that fourth down and all Patrick Mahomes uses a field goal to beat you, then people are like, well, you're an idiot. So
I just don't. Like I said, I don't. 49ers, I'm over them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, really, for the record. I do think that Seattle and the Rams are a tier better than them. I think that they have, they still have work to do as far as that roster to get it back to a championship level. But
they need DBs,
I think they should be a good team this year.
Yeah, they need DBs, they need linebackers, because other than Fred, you can't trust Greenlaw. I think Bosa will be healthy this year.
You don't like Michael Williams?
He's got to develop. The maturity on the
I'm gonna say McHale got to develop. He got to develop. Like he's not there yet. But meanwhile, the Rams and the Seahawks, they ready now. They now, right now, like right now. They lost their running back and said, "Bet we gonna go get Price." The Rams said, "Hey dog, we didn't have a good secondary last year. Guess what? We're gonna get a top 5 corner in the league." Like these other teams, they foot on the gas. 49ers still, we got to see what Mike going to do for us. We got to see if Kittle going to be healthy. That's too much iffy. Seattle and Rams is, we ready now. Like, let's go. So, I don't know, man. And then again, somehow we let the damn Eagles get Malachi Lemon, and now they got a fucking tradable piece of AJ Brown that can make them even better. Like,
AJ, that's what I'm saying, bro. That AJB is a tricky piece, though, bro, because it's like not a lot of teams are just going to give away. Because with AJ Brown, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to go to a team that's rebuilding. They're the only teams that really.
Well, why would you go to the Patriots then?
Because the Patriots
ain't rebuilding though.
The Patriots not rebuilding.
They might win 7 games, 8 games next year, y'all.
Come on, man. Come on, Swipe.
Well, you want to do this? Have you seen their schedule? Have you seen their schedule?
What I'm saying is,
let us see it. Damn, it's that bad.
Go to the schedule and put AJ Brown on that team.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing.
My question is, early you said that the Eagles are going to have this piece in AJ Brown. They could trade and maybe get better. I think that they will get useful assets for AJ Brown, obviously.
But that's a team that's already good.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. Are we sure that the Eagles are going to be better without AJ Brown? Because this is a team that has lost their offensive line advantage in Jeff Stoutland.
Yep.
The team has obviously been in transition. They have question marks. AJ Brown, even though I do like Mekhi Lemon as a prospect, is not going to be as good as Mekhi Lemon. We do know that for a fact. I love Saquon to death. I think that he is probably the most complete running back prospect I've ever scouted. But this is a guy that we saw didn't have the explosive element that he did in the past. Is this something that is going to be a trend moving forward as he continues to get closer to 30?
Trent, he's saying Saquon fell off, Trent. Trent, he's saying Saquon fell off. Trent, he's saying Saquon fell off. Trent. He's saying Saquon fell off.
I think the defense also can bounce back too. So I'm not saying that this is for sure,
what's the mean?
It's going to be a question mark if the Eagles are going to be a better team after trading AJ Brown. It's not like AJ Brown is not a really good player for a reason. That's what my only saying. And in addition to the fact that they've lost Stoutland as well.
But again, they can improve at whatever position they want to improve at because AJ Brown will be a high commodity next year, especially for a team that think they're close. On top of that, I actually think the best version of Jalen Hurts is going to be him having a simpler game, me not having to because again, we saw times where AJ Brown was in his move, so now I'm force feeding this nigga the ball. I think Devontae he comes from that Marvin Harrison, Larry Fitzgerald mode where I'm gonna shut up and do my thing over here, baby. I'm gonna get my targets. I ain't tripping off that. You still got Dallas.
The only team I can really see AJ B going to, talking about a trade-off, and they got weapons for him. I mean, they got some for him. It's the Raiders with Max Crosby. Like that's it. But when you start talking about them other teams earlier, AJB, a lot of them got young talent, which I'm not going to give up nobody young for AJB. He's 30.
If I'm the Ravens, I literally save my picks because the Max Crosby trade didn't go through. I might send something over there to get AJ Brown. I got Trey Henderson. I got my picks back.
But on the Ravens, what value do they? The Ravens team is low key. I ain't gonna go too much on them, but they low key shitty. They playing with Lamar, bro. What do they have over there to get rid of to get AJ Brown? Like for real, bro. Like you gonna have to ruin your team for the next 3 or 4 years to get AJ Brown.
Yeah, they don't have nothing over there. Other than Lamar, that's all they got.
You know they're not gonna come up over here because that's who they need him to throw the ball to.
Yeah,
I don't think you're getting any significant players back for AJ Brown. I think that they're just gonna take it in draft.
That's the one that sends Zay Flowers.
That's why for me, AJ Brown getting moved does not necessarily say that the Eagles are going to be a better team in 2026. I think that it could be the best thing for them in 2027 and beyond for sure. But that would be my thing.
I'm gonna respect the Eagles enough that they can win this division. I mean, they can win that.
They can.
NFC.
No. I think I don't. Super Bowl is a question mark for me, but I do think that they absolutely will be competing with Dallas for me.
Yeah, I got
the NFC East. But I'm not sure if they are for sure going to be a better team after moving on from AJ Brown because AJ Brown is really good at football, and the best version of the Eagles have featured AJ Brown and what he could bring for the rest of that offense.
I'm low-key hate watching the Eagles. I'm sick and tired of them. Go ahead.
Kenya, it is up to us. When 10 years, 15 years from now, when Jalen Hurts got 2 or 3 Super Bowls, it's up to us when our kids go, he was one of the best, to tell him he is Black Terry Bradshaw. It's up to us. Because they're going to change the narrative about this nigga. He was one of the best. He won Super Bowls during the Patrick Mahomes era. Hey, we watched him. We remember.
Yeah,
don't let the niggas lie to y'all.
We remember.
You would not lie to me.
You would have to then explain then that he's actually closer to Eli then because he went out into the playoffs and dominated versus that team multiple times. So I mean that's the only.
And the way you niggas speak about Eli, y'all better speak about the same way about Jalen Hurts because I think Jalen Hurts will get three or 4 Super Bowls in this era.
Yeah.
Like he will. And again, the same way we felt about Terry Bradshaw, how we never bring him up. I'm doing the same shit with Jalen Hurts.
What you mean is Troy Aikman?
I think it's
Terry Bradshaw better than 2. That nigga was terrible.
I think it's more likely that Hurts never wins again than he wins another one.
Yeah.
Because
I think he gets at least. I think the way the Eagles have always done. I got
wait, hold on. Wait, I didn't hear D-Mac's statement. Go ahead.
I think it's more likely that Hurts doesn't win again than he wins another. And the reason being is because I think that the Eagles and Harry Roseman are the people that are running this, and they're going to continue to say, "Hey, we're going to challenge you with some of these offensive evolutions. We're not going to cater to this. Either you're able to evolve with where we want to take this offense, or we have to find a different quarterback." I'm not saying that this is exactly the way it's going to go down. I'm saying I think that path is very it's on the table because
I'm cool with that too.
I'm always going to be like, I'm not going to be limiting my offense that I know I've built around you just because you have certain uncomfortabilities. You either have to evolve and give her the program or not.
I think these next 2 years, these next 2 years without AJ Brown, these the years they about to be like, all right, nigga, let's see what you really about.
No, I kind of agree with Early. Hurts is more Terry Bradshaw than Eli Manning. Eli Manning had 7 4,000 passing yard seasons in his career. I don't think how Hurts is looking right now. I don't think he's ever going to have a 4,000 passing yard season. He can play for the next 26 years in the NFL. I don't think he'll pass 4,000 yards.
But I do believe that the front office for the Eagles have been so good though.
They can
put
keep
stuff around
AJB
him.
too. They can keep AJB and add Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, and I don't think he'll still pass 4,000 yards. It's looking real grotesque for Jalen Hurts. I think what y'all should do, put him in the wing team, and you know what I'm saying.
The wing team,
out, bro. I think you can put him in the triple option, that shotgun triple option. I think that's what type of QB he is. He'll give you headaches and that shit right there. But for is expecting him to go past that ball, and hey man, the only thing he can do is like down the line, like, hey bro, we need you to make a couple of these passes. He good at that. I ain't gonna hate on him in that regard.
This schedule right here.
Again, I just don't want to. I know Super Bowls change a lot for quarterbacks, and if he get 2 or 3, man, you know, like it's a nigga with 2 Super Bowls right now that we think is good, but he ain't that good, John Elway. And I just feel like Super Bowls sometimes it just changes the narrative for so many people, and I don't like it. I don't like
John Elway's the early of football is what you're saying. This is the Patriots schedule, by the way, this next year. So just so we can get into this, they play Seattle to open up. They play versus Pittsburgh, who just got Aaron Rodgers. And then Jacksonville, at Buffalo. They play against the new version of the Las Vegas Raiders. They also then play the New York Jets. They now have the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Then they play Miami, and then they play Green Bay, and then they play Detroit. So how do y'all feel about these first 2 games?
I feel so bad for Pittsburgh. They are so bad at the quarterback positions. They let Aaron Rodgers get $25 million out of them at 40. I feel so bad for them.
I don't feel bad for them at all. I don't feel bad for them. Go ahead.
Remember you said like 20 minutes ago the Patriots might win. You said 7 games?
I'm seeing 4-2, 5-1 right now.
Yeah. They spanked Seattle. I mean, not Seattle, but they beat Pittsburgh. I think they can beat Buffalo at home. They beat New York. They beat Miami. They can beat Detroit too, honestly.
I don't think
they can beat Detroit, but I think
they go 5-5 through their first 10, and I don't know
why. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, then their next part of their schedule, which is the Chargers, Buffalo, Minnesota, Kansas City, New York, Denver, and Miami. So
New York is twice on the schedule, man. New York and Miami is twice on the schedule. That's 4 games already.
That's 4 wins.
Well,
that's 4 games already. That's 4 games I'm banking on for them.
I don't think 5 games is on the schedule, but they could go 8-9.
They beat Kansas City too. What's that, week 13? They beat Kansas City.
They could go 8-9.
What wins and losses do you see here that you're counting?
I'll give them Pittsburgh. I think they go 1-3 at that first because I think they split with Buffalo. I think they beat Vegas and New York. I think that they split Chicago and Miami, and I gave them a split on the NFC North, and that gets them to 5-5.
Bro,
they lose to Green Bay. I think they lose to Detroit too.
They can beat Chicago. Right? They can beat New York. They can beat Jacksonville. Yeah. Buffalo can be had too. Buffalo can be had. They can go 5-5, 5-5, or 6-4.
But they get stuff on that back half. I'll say
right now, y'all. Trent included the Patriots, Green Bay, Detroit. How would you rank those 3 teams that you have preseason?
You said Patriots, Green Bay,
and Green Bay and Detroit. How would you? And well, actually, Patriots, Green Bay, Chicago, and Buffalo. Let's do those 5. So between the Patriots, Green Bay, Chicago, the Lions. That's what I said.
We're doing this assuming AJ Brown is on the team.
Oh. AJ Brown. No, we're just assuming. Well, we don't know. We genuinely don't know. So we don't.
No, I'm asking. That's why I'm.
Yeah, right. Just do for right now. Like so, Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, Buffalo, and then Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, Buffalo, and the Patriots.
They're all closer to each other than we think they are.
I think they are very close. If I had to do it today, I would say Chicago, Detroit, Patriots. No. Chicago, Detroit, Buffalo, Patriots, Green Bay. If I had to do it.
Packers are the worst team in the group.
Wait. So here's the thing, Micah Parsons. I don't know when he's coming back. It sounds like he's a little bit behind the Patrick Mahomes schedule, of course, but he may start the year on PUP. So that's going to be a significant piece of their defense. The defense extremely struggled when he was out. Tucker Kraft was a major piece of their offense. We don't know when he's going to be back as well. The fact that they've moved on from some of these wide receivers, I have a question mark about that. Now, I think LaFleur is still really good. I think Jordan Love is really good too. So that still helps them as far as the floor of their offense is. But I'm really concerned about what that defense is going to look like without Micah Parsons moving forward. So I think that they get off to a slow start, and I think that's going to hurt them. So that's why I have the questions that I have with them right now. But again, to Kenya's point, I think all 5 of those teams are really close together. That's just how I would stack them up.
Bama, Kenya, how do you feel about these?
I kind of want to put Green Bay 1. I'm thinking about if they're all healthy at their healthiest. Green Bay is probably the best team. I'm gonna go Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, Bills, Patriots.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
Oof. I don't like Chicago number 2 though. I think Detroit's still better than Chicago.
Offense though, their offense is so stacked.
I think a lot of people have a viewpoint of Detroit that doesn't exist. Like we saw Detroit be excellent for 1 year. We saw them be good the next year, and then they lost their offensive mastermind in Ben Johnson.
But their defense, it's the defense though. And it's their offensive line has clearly taken a step back. Their defense is god awful. They're always injured at the wrong times of the season. I'm taking everything into consideration here. I just feel like the Lions will end up being an even worse version of the Bears.
I give you this. I do believe that what's that coach's name right now? I can't think his name. Campbell got one more season of this going for it, and it not working out for him. They might end up getting rid of him.
No,
he's probably done too much.
Bro, Campbell's the best thing that's happened to them in decades, bro.
Yeah. He's done too much.
He's paying for a minute.
I'll probably go Bills as the best team.
Bills?
No.
Yeah. Josh Allen.
They're the worst.
This is a really good question because these teams are so close together. It's a preference thing.
Yeah. I'll probably go. I'll take the Bills. They got the best quarterback out of the group, and then I'll probably go New England, and then I'll probably say Detroit because watch that them having Kendrick Law and J-Mo. Y'all sleep, but when they picked up Kendrick Law, I couldn't believe that right there.
I mean, Lions, we know Lions offense have. They always gonna have the best offense in the league.
I don't like how they used J-Mo either. I don't like how
receiver 4.
I don't like how they're using J-Mo either. So that's another issue that I have.
Yeah, they need to really use him way more than what they do.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think they do though. I don't think they need to use him way more than what they do. They used him too much last season, and it backfired on David Montgomery.
Wait, what you mean they use him too much?
They used him as a wide receiver a lot last season as well, and then they took carries away from David Montgomery. I don't think they should have done that at all.
I ain't lying.
But that's why they got rid of Montgomery.
I mess with David Montgomery.
But Montgomery was still good though. Like it's not like he was just banged up.
I rock with David Montgomery, but what Colin Cowherd said, we're good here. We don't need your service. We're good. That's why they traded him. They don't need him. Like I love this.
I'll probably say Green Bay the worst team.
He's not a 3-down back to me. J-Mo isn't. I just think he needs that second.
Oh, you talking about Jahmyr Gibbs?
You talking about
Gibbs? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I said the wrong name. Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah,
that's right. That's what
I think Jahmyr Gibbs.
I mean, he's going to prove it this year.
J-Mo,
they get the damn thing out of.
You don't draft a running back that high to not be a 3-down back. So he got.
But he's not a 3-down back though. You wanna save all he has for the next few years. He needs another.
They got Isaiah Pacheco, and
that's why they got Pacheco.
Pacheco. Oh my God, we're really
even though he's dirt, even though he's trash, you can still get some decent runs with Pacheco though.
I mean,
I'd rather have Jahmyr Gibbs die out there than give back to Pacheco. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. I thought Pacheco was really nice for us his rookie year. I'd rather have Gibbs die out there than give him
Early, how would you rank these teams early?
I agree.
I would go Packers. I would go Packers, Lions, Buffalo, Chicago, Pats, Chicago. I could probably flip flop that. The Pats are just I have to figure out a lot of things about them. Chicago the same way. So I'll put some trust in the Pats more of just what they showed me last season. And I'll put Chicago last. I'll go Pats at 4.
I'll probably say
But I think we're sleeping on the Packers.
Buffalo will be last for me. That team is literally Josh Allen and James Cook. That's it. We still
Respect DJ Moore. Respect DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Nigga, his ass need to lock the fuck in.
But it's hard to lock in when the quarterback don't look your way.
They have two tight ends. They have two tight ends as well.
Yeah, you say that. Yeah, you say that.
They have an all-pro left tackle. They have 2 tight ends as well. They do. That matters.
But them tight ends is again. It is Josh Allen, James Cook,
stay on the field.
and then DJ Moore if he can lock in. Josh Allen, James Cook, and all line. That's what they got.
Kincaid has to stay on the field. That's going to be a big piece.
Even
I mean,
they are the worst team out of the bunch.
Ed Oliver's on that team still. They got a good secondary.
They are the worst team out the bunch.
I wonder about their defensive transition. They've obviously gone away from Teron Johnson. They've made a few different changes specifically on that side of the ball. I wonder if they could do the shift into really being a defensive line-led team where in years past they were more of a secondary-led team. That's going to be my question mark for what the Bills look like. Because, I mean, the offense is going to be good. Josh Allen, gives them a certain floor. I don't think that, it'll fall off with them transitioning Joe Brady to the head coach. So that's really the thing for me is what their defense looks like, particularly can that front carry them in a way that it hasn't been asked to before.
Okay, you finish your ranking?
No, I said.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo's the worst. Probably the second worst. Probably be the Patriots, especially if we're talking about without AJ Brown. Who's the rest of the teams?
Chicago, Lions.
Oh, the NFC North teams. I'll probably say South Foot Muscle. I guess Detroit, Packers, and Chicago. So.
Right now, you got to and say you had to lock this one in: Chicago Bears or Patriots next year.
Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pats, man.
Bro, I need that answer June 1st. I need that question.
Yeah, I mean that changes.
I know because you just don't know. It's too much. You just don't know.
Because I've got questions about Chicago.
That question swipe is literally for after June 1st because it's supposed to be a guaranteed AJ Brown gone. But if he not gone and they don't have Stephon because Stephon beat his case and they cut him, so they don't have him anymore.
He was going to get cut regardless. To be clear,
too. But the receiving course ass. Yeah. Well, especially without Stephon.
They say he might come home.
But still, though, bro.
Can Dobbs be as good as Stephon last year? I think that's on the table.
Oh, they did get Romeo Dobbs.
I think Dobbs can be better than Stephon, honestly. I think this is his year, bro. He's going to have a good season.
Now, that doesn't mean that I think that the Patriots are going to be better than Chicago without AJ Brown. It's just I think that at least they did give themselves a little bit of security there with Dobbs.
My only issue with Chicago is their secondary. I think offensively they still have a really good offensive line. The run game was excellent last year. They have tons of wide receivers. I mean, there should be no reason why they're not the better team than the Patriots, at least offensively.
Caleb does that bullshit to where he'll throw the game away and then he'll wait till it's 58 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, and all of a sudden he morphs into Captain Planet and just wins. Like, dog, I turned that fucking Green Bay game off.
I did too.
5 minutes and 40 seconds left early. I'm like, bro, this shit over with.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
FanDuel said I won. I said, nigga, what I won? What did he do? Like, bro, you see it, bro. It's like, it's no fucking way.
The only thing that I will say, and I still have questions about the Bears, and I think a lot of them are on the defense, particularly. I actually have more questions about their defensive line rotation more so than their secondary, though there are questions as far as that is concerned. My only thing is I understand the point about Caleb because there was a lot of fourth quarter heroics that ended up saving those games for them last year.
Stupid shit.
I don't know why a lot of people are just saying that Caleb can't get better because this is the second year in the system. He is,
and that's my thing too. I think he can.
quarterback.
I think he can, D-Mac.
He is an incredibly talented quarterback. Like I think that when people talk about it, like it is right to bring up the part that a lot of these were fourth quarter comeback saves after bad 3 quarters to begin it. But he's incredibly young and incredibly talented in the second year of the system. He could take a leap next year. That is something that is on the table for me.
Yeah, my thing
it can almost be like LeBron. Like when LeBron didn't, when he went to the finals with the Cavs. Hear what I'm saying? What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that when LeBron went to the finals with the Cavs,
not even close.
Can I finish?
No, you can't finish that point.
Let me I'm trying to get you what I'm saying.
No,
the fact
say
that
LeBron
was successful as he was, and all he really had to his game for the most part offensively was getting to the cup. What I'm saying is that Caleb can win games off just the bullshit
MVP
talent alone.
LeBron.
When he starts to put it together and literally, like, again, he has the arm already. When he adds the other shit to it, he can be better.
I know
LeBron was already first team All-Pro in 05.
He just used a very high.
I don't know. He's not close to LeBron. He's not that.
He's not saying he's close to LeBron.
He's not even in the talent.
He's not
nothing.
saying that, Swipe. He's not saying that. He is saying that the point.
They're not even the same.
He's saying the point is there is a complete level of the game that Caleb can add to.
Okay, well, he has to add several layers to get to a flawed LeBron.
But he's not getting to LeBron. That's
oh my god. Hey, but hold on. Because let's be honest though, right? Let's not act like, because I know, I remember Trent, remember Bama? I remember the conversation we had about Caleb Williams. So let's not act like,
LeBron.
Nigga, they were calling him Baby Patrick Mahomes. Like, let's not act like.
That's cool. Patrick ain't LeBron either.
There is a world where, as great as Caleb was in college, he can be a number one quarterback in the NFL. There's a world.
2007.
Hey.
I hate when niggas switch up so fast, man.
There ain't no switch. You just saying LeBron. I don't think. But again,
I'm just saying there are guys who have been successful.
I don't like the way that
by having a minimized game.
Like the way
if they got better at it, they could be even greater.
It was as it is. I don't think he was better than Bo last year.
20 just dunking.
He had 3 touchdowns and 5 picks in the playoff last year, and everybody keeps glazing that man because of the throw. Bro, I don't care. You were bad for a majority of the playoffs.
You know I don't fuck with
I'm not talking to you. This is in general.
I'm just
Caleb gets talked about for these throws. Like, your job is to play NFL quarterback.
You know me and Bama don't fuck with this. But I'm just saying.
This is
you have to play quarterback. This is the whole point.
This is Early's point, though.
Swiping. Even though, like, he was shitty in the playoffs, you try to make us even like. You're trying to
discredit, he ain't shit.
You trying to discredit the shit that he was doing in the fourth quarter? Like, that shit was just regular.
No, I think
that shit was not regular, bro.
I think the issue is that what we're doing.
Meanwhile, his favorite quarterback got his money in the fourth quarter. That nigga was sucked for 4 games and then had a great fourth quarter.
I think the issue is how people was talked about.
John Elway.
Caleb gets talked about to a degree because of his talent that I don't think he's earned yet. People like even Colin Cowherd. I know this Colin Cowherd or whatever.
Yeah,
number 3 quarterback. I know.
I didn't want to see that quarterback.
I know. But let me finish the point here because y'all been yapping all episode. What I'm saying in this instance, Caleb hasn't proven for a stretch of the season, even 4, 5, 6 games in a row of elite play in his career yet. That's all I'm saying. It's like we haven't even seen him put it together for stretch it. I'm not done. And the problem is that he went to the playoffs. He was objectively not good. And then he was good at the end with those throws. What I'm saying is that Caleb, because of his pre-draft stock, gets talked about to a degree. I just don't think it's reflective of his play at all. Now, can he get there? Yes, he can get there. Brother, we saw Justin Herbert walk into the league. He was way better than Caleb Williams. Way better than Caleb Williams first 2 years. Way better than Caleb Williams.
That's fair.
I'm being objective to say that
the same dude.
I'm being objective to say that he has all the tools to be great. And if he adds to the and mind you,
now that he figured out the playbook,
we saw what 1 year Ben did. Now 2 years of Ben. Like,
what
he
was
got
year 2
niggas
Caleb with
who
Ben?
can get him there. Ben can get you
What
there.
was his year last year with Ben?
We haven't seen it.
No, I'm saying what was his year last year with Ben? What did he do last year?
It was a solid year.
He was a solid year compared to what he was his rookie season. Hell,
no, he was better than his rookie season, but he was still mid, like objectively mid.
I won't fight that.
I think that it was solid. I think it was above average would be the way I would describe it as far as rest of the NFL. But what it was a major leap forward, and that was with him only scratching the surface of understanding the system, of playing under center, those things. Justin Herbert was a little bit better in the transition to the NFL because of what Anthony Lynn had put in place, in my opinion. For that transition to be a lot easier for him coming out of Oregon. What?
He had 10,000 yards in the first 2 years.
Yeah, I said he was better.
You said a little.
No. I said the transition was a little easier.
He also had a good O-line and a future Hall of Famer.
Caleb had weapons.
He also had a good O-line and a future Hall of Famer.
Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth in the sequence.
You said little. I heard everything you said.
Yes, I know you said you heard me say
little.
You didn't hear what I said after.
Here's better.
I said
little better.
Swipe up. I said he was a little easier for the transition coming out of.
No, he's a little better because of Anthony Flynn situation. That's what you just said. I heard you say.
The little transition. That's the point. The transition that Anthony Lynn put in place was a little easier for him coming into it compared to Chicago. That was a god awful situation that he walked into his rookie year. He had to deal with that.
Yeah,
agree. That. And he made a significant stride last year.
He did.
The reason I understand your point, Colin Cowherd putting him at number 3. Anybody that puts him in the top 8 of the quarterbacks in National Football League is actually
10
right
now.
Yeah.
He
hasn't improved it. He hasn't
He's nasty.
It right
That's
now.
nasty.
It's an above average season that he had last year relative to the rest of the NFL. But what you cannot deny is for the reason why Trent pointed out the throws that he was doing in the fourth quarter.
Great,
the talent, the things that he is able to do, winning over the middle of the field because he can access those that other guys can't because of his arm strength and his accuracy as well. These are things that are the reason why Ben Johnson went to Chicago, because he's the quarterback he wants to build everything around. He can do the things that Jared Goff can't to make him right when his system doesn't hold up the floor of the offense. So I'm saying we saw the leap last year, and that was just scratching the surface of getting comfortable in the offense. He has an entire offense to do that.
What should he?
I think there could be another.
But D-Mac, here's my problem though. This is why Swiper's nasty, because we already seen what he did.
No, I'm not done.
We already seen what he did with a pass first number one overall pick. Okay,
I just want to know.
But Swiper's also the same nigga that if Caleb Williams come out next year and start balling, he gonna be ass clapping like a Megan Thee Stallion.
No, I'm gonna give him credit.
Caleb Williams.
I'm going to give him what you will not do is misspeak for me. I gave Drake May his credit. I don't think he was great his rookie year. Drake May would have he was MVP for me up to the end of the season. I'm always going to give on him
so fast.
There's no switching.
So fast.
I think the issue with you early is you don't know how to hold takes in context of what's happening at the time. Drake May, regular season, phenomenal. Drake May in the playoffs, god awful. So I'm going to call you awful when you're playing awful, like I did Bo Nix. I'm going to call you good when you're playing good. The issue with Caleb is if Caleb goes in the next season and all of a sudden he's like, borderline MVP candidate, all-pro candidate, I'm going to give him absolute credit for that. That's amazing. But I'm saying let it happen. Like, actually let it happen before you pronounce someone as being this person. Now, what I'm saying is on the other end of
what
this.
What did Cal Bozeman do for you to praise him?
Who? You didn't know his name. You just talking. You didn't know his name.
Whatever. Baltimore.
He didn't even say his name right. And then bad troll.
What did he do for you to like him?
Another bad joke.
What did he do for you to like him? I'm just asking the question. You said you had to see it.
What I'm saying is you're used to that. What I'm saying in this instance is D-Mac. And I know D-Mac. D-Mac has a higher affiliation with certain players. So therefore, Caleb Williams is in his category of players he likes. And talent-wise, you have an expectation. The same thing with Mahomes. You have an expectation because of talent. And that is your bias. But it's a fair bias to have, by the way. I'm not saying it's unfair bias. But that's a fair bias to rely on talent and say this talent should win out. My thing is I'm also talent. But early, you know this too. I'm also results. I am a big results person. I will say you're trash. But as soon as you flip that script, cool.
Can I say with context, even with Drake May, when me and Bama were the only niggas saying, "Hey man, he ain't play nobody. A lot of y'all were praising him. So when when you get in the playoffs, you're playing the best of the best. And when he was terrible, we was like, it wasn't a big surprise for me and Bama because we said all season he ain't play nobody for real, y'all. He ain't play nobody for real.
But he was hooping the whole year. What do you want me to say? Like, how can I say opposite of that? How can I? And remember, I didn't bring up his numbers versus playoff teams in the regular season until after the playoffs. And I was like, look, let me go back and look. Oh, he was actually mid versus all these playoff teams. I was like, wow, that's interesting to me. Whereas somebody was great versus playoff teams last year, and D-Mac still don't think he's a top 10, top 12 quarterback. So that's what I'm saying. D-Mac ain't consistent.
But you know there's a universe where Caleb Williams can be really good. Like, there is a place.
I agree.
You're saying to me personally, I would put Caleb and Bo in the same tier right now. But if you're asking me which one I want, it's not close because I know Caleb has a ceiling that Bo doesn't have. That is the reality of the situation.
Based on what?
What's the ceiling?
Based on what?
Because of pre-draft stuff, I'm saying.
No,
I agree.
I've seen this man do
again.
competition.
Right, you are dismissing.
I'm not dismissing.
Yes, you are.
I think his arm is incredible. I'm giving you credit.
Cool. Hold on. Just think about this.
Yeah.
The fourth quarter stuff you see from Caleb.
Yep.
And that becomes a regular thing. It's him and Bo Nix in conversation.
Yes. If what do the same thing.
What about this?
Do the same thing with Bo. No, Trent, sit down. Trent, hold on. No, you're being emotional. Wait, D-Mac. Wait, D-Mac. You're being emotional. Now do the same logic to Bo.
Yeah. Let's do the same logic.
His numbers were better in the fourth than Caleb's last year. He played better. Wait, Trent, hold on. You just said take the fourth quarter. I'm saying do the same thing. Bo plus playoff teams in the fourth last year was better than Caleb was last year.
Hold on.
So what I'm saying is do the same thing.
Okay, so we all have eyes early. Do we not know it's not a significant arm talent gap between Caleb Williams and Bo Nix? Yes or no?
His arm talent is elite. It's up there with the best.
We are today, even though Bo Nix is better than
Caleb. It is. Caleb's it's just that's different.
There are multiple throws that Caleb Williams make that Bo Nix cannot make if he was.
But a lot of people can't make them throws though. A lot of niggas can't make them throws.
Exactly.
But hold on, Trent. Let me ask you a question, Trent.
No, I'm not done.
I'm gonna ask you anyway. What throw did the same logic? What throw did Bo not make last year? Is what I'm trying to say. Especially
the deep pass.
He led the NFL in deep touchdowns last year. What are we talking about?
But he overthrew most of his. The deep pass percentages was low for. But we know this though. We've done this now already.
It was worse for Caleb.
I don't think
better receivers.
I don't think Bo Nix has it. I don't think Bo Nix has it.
You're talking about like leading. Go ahead.
Yeah. Every other week, bro. Like Caleb Williams making a throw every other week, bro. That we had, bro. It was like, what? What was that?
I think Bo Nix's deep ball is good. I think there's no issues with that personally. It's not elite or anything, but I think it is good as far as that is concerned. I think that there are things into windows, specifically over the middle of the field, that Caleb Williams can access that Bo can't, just because there is a difference as far as that arm talent is concerned. That does exist.
Caleb has a Brett Favre arm. Like he has a Brett Favre level arm.
The only thing
that good.
The only
Brett Favre is not a top 5 quarterback or 7 or 8 for
just 3 MVPs. Move around, man.
We agree.
Just 3 MVPs, man. Hey, boy, nigga steal one time and he just
I know
a nigga stole, but damn,
you have John Elway in your top 8. I do not care.
And ain't no universe with John Elway better than Brett Favre. Move around, please move around.
The one thing that I will
please
say,
move around.
I understand your point, Swiper. There is the other aspect of this, and I know that you don't like the pre-draft stuff, et cetera, et cetera. But Bo Nix was in a position coming out of the college where he should have made this transition a lot easier. He had a wealth of experience that was a lot more than what Caleb had. He was more pro-ready from that standpoint for some of the systems that he was in as well. That is a standpoint of, hey, you're just ready to kind of step into these things. Caleb Williams, for the first time in his career, was actually in a pro-style system that was asking him to do things that quarterbacks have to do. And I think for that to be this first time, and
he was throwing game-winning touchdowns to Lil Jordan Humphrey, dog. Like at some point,
you know what's so nasty though? Like all jokes aside, what's so nasty though? Like
position point is a part of this when you're talking about young prospects. This
D-Mac, what's so nasty is move off of Bo Nix. He's being so nasty because, and I'm not trying to be funny no more. John Elway and Caleb Williams are so similar, bro. Like for you to do that, bro, are so similar. I watched the entire John Wayne documentary about what he was when he came into the league. Like he was the same nigga, bro, who had all this talent but wasn't putting it together, but would show you flashes.
Nobody's disagreeing on the talent, though.
What I'm saying to you is that, and you what John Elway became. And then again, what Caleb Williams can become after having the season he had last year, which was slightly better. What we're literally saying is that when you look at what he can do on the football field, if he can make that more consistent, there is not a ceiling or a sky in the world.
He could be the best in the world to you.
Yes.
Again, but this now let me respond. Now I think this is a perspective thing. I think still with all that cool, I've still seen Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen get to a level, obviously not including Mahomes, that have gotten to a level legitimately. I don't know if he can get it. But again, those are like all-time great QBs.
Wait.
I don't know. You see, Joe Burrow, absolutely, 100%.
You can't.
Wait a minute. Because we, wait a minute now. Say it again, can you? Say that again.
Caleb Williams puts it together. He's better than Joe Burrow.
His ceiling is definitely better than Joe Burrow.
And that's the Joe Burrow.
Ceiling is fine. Ceiling is fine.
That's lifestyle Joe Burrow poster in our house.
What we're not going to do is, but that's cool. But what we're not going to do is act like we haven't seen Joe Burrow. We've seen him go. We've seen him.
That's not
Gets there. Cool.
Swiper. You do not swiper. You don't. It's obviously you don't understand ceiling because look.
Maybe I don't understand ceiling. I think Joe was best in the world at one point.
Because here's
I think in
the thing.
2024 he played the best in the world.
Here's another example.
Well, I agree with that.
Even though me and Early, like especially Early don't fuck with him like that. On the receiver side, if Marvin Harrison Jr. puts it all together
He can be the best
as a wide receiver,
he can be best
that motherfucker is a top 5 to 3 receiver in the fucking game.
Absolutely.
Do you understand that?
Over Malik?
Yes.
Yes.
He's
I mean,
6'4".
That's completely subjective. I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's not. No, it's
subjective. You're still saying something that's subjective.
No, we're talking about two. We're talking about two players as of right now who had dumb hype coming out of college, but who hasn't put it all together yet.
I agree with you.
Okay, if you agree, stop talking about Bogans. That's the problem.
This whole thing started with the leeway that Caleb gets because of the talent stuff you're talking about. I'm saying because of the talent stuff you're talking about.
It's not a leeway.
You have to. I get it. You got it. You have to do it. I'm even saying last year. Last year, Trent. Last year, even in the playoffs, he didn't do it.
Hey, you do understand.
But I was right on this.
Time out. Real quick. He did do it. He did.
No, he did not.
He did do it versus Green Bay. He won.
Oh my! Look, he did. His numbers in that game.
Yes, his numbers in that game struggled, and then he won them that game.
He did not.
That did happen. That absolutely.
And then on top of that, why did they win that game? 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 But why did they win that game in the first place?
At the end of that game,
why did they win the game in the first place?
Because of him. What do you mean? He was making incredible plays.
The other story. What happened on the other side of the field?
Look.
What happened on the other side of the field?
If you're not going to give him credit for winning that Packers game, we really
no. In the second half, he was good.
I
said in the second half he was good. I've already said that. In totality,
that throw he made
he put 2 games in the playoffs.
He did more, man.
We can be honest about where he did over the entire sample size of the season that he landed as a mid-tier quarterback. I think that is perfectly fair to say about him. No doubt about it. But you're talking about leeway. This is a prospect that has come in extremely young, extremely raw, not having the amount of wealth and experience of some of the other prospects in his class, not having experience in offensive systems like Ben Johnson's. And in his first season, having a good circumstance in a pro-style offense, he made the leap from bad quarterback to mid.
Agreed.
He has the ceiling of difference maker. I don't think it's crazy to say that is where we're projecting him to go. My only question
maybe
is this.
Yeah, I agree.
But I will say, Bo Nix does have the tools, even though you don't like the name.
It's the same thing with Justin Herbert.
Justin
Herbert has objectively in his first 2 years was a lot better than Caleb.
Okay,
but this is
a lot of people have best in the world potential in Justin Herbert. A lot of people believe that Justin Herbert had best in the world potential. A lot of people.
But Justin Herbert still got Caleb Williams' arm. It's still Caleb Williams' arm is still better.
A lot of y'all, bro. We're doing this for vision thing with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert doesn't have a physical flaw as a football player.
Allow me to state my problem with the Justin Herbert portion of it. Again, Justin Herbert was not as young as Caleb Williams when he came into the league. Justin Herbert did not have as little experience in pro-style offense as Caleb Williams when he came to the league. So it's a little bit different as far as the circumstances. I think that he was better equipped to come in day one, killing it the way that he did. And he is a difference-making quarterback. I feel that way about Justin Herbert. My only thing is this. When you're talking about Caleb Williams as a quarterback, I think that you're not giving enough credence to the flashes that we are talking about, because those are the things that we're saying will become more consistent over time in the structure of an offense.
Maybe.
And that is something that does happen with the
so
it's still a maybe.
But my point is, I don't have any problems with you having pushback on people that are putting them up there right now. But projecting that to happen, you shouldn't have any problems.
But we're not. It's like you're almost getting you're almost getting away from the fact that Caleb Williams since Andrew Luck. Caleb Williams is the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck.
When Caleb does it, I'll give. There's never been an issue with me giving credit. I'm saying the stuff people are saying about him now is the issue. That's all I'm saying.
He's not that now.
Colin Cowherd. We're not Colin Cowherd.
No, but it's not just Colin. But no, D-Mac, what you're not going to do is act like you're ignorant. It's not just Colin Cowherd that believes.
And I said, if somebody's
there's a large swath of tape FC that's like Caleb can be best in the world, and I'm saying, cool, do it. Cool. Okay, cool. Do it. That's all I'm saying.
If
I
somebody
heard the
has
same thing
him-
about Justin Herbert.
I'm just saying, if somebody
the
has
exact
him
same
as a
thing.
top 7 quarterback right now, they're wrong. They shouldn't do that.
He ain't top 10
I
right
agree
now.
with you on that point. But you're saying about the projection? Yeah, it's up there.
Can Justin Herbert get there? What does Justin Herbert need to do to get
Well,
there?
we've seen
I don't
a
think
wealth
he'll
of
get
where
there.
Justin Herbert
It's just the playoff stuff. It is the playoff
I
stuff.
think this is. I think
it's
it-
not even.
It's his.
Justin Herbert can stamp himself top 5 if he became a better playoff performer. Like stamp.
Sure.
Best in the world. He never had that.
No, can he get there though? I'm saying.
No.
Why?
I don't,
Why?
There's
He's
a
too
level of
robotic.
creativity.
He's
There's-
too
there's-
robotic.
There is never going to be a
some
time.
creativity.
There is never going to be a time where Justin Herbert is better than Josh Allen.
Brother, what?
Or Lamar, in my opinion, or
Never
Lamar.
gonna be a
Or
time.
Patrick.
there could be a time when they're like one's like 35. And the other.
I've seen Justin do some stuff last year. Again, this
Father Time beat everybody.
You know how I feel about Justin. Justin falls apart in playoffs. But I've seen Justin Herbert make like one throws on the run under pressure before.
Awesome.
But he's I'm with Kenya with the robotic
I have
shit.
very,
He
I have
don't-
very
I
good
don't-
picks for Justin.
No,
I
he
think that
doesn't
there's a
have
lack
that
of
dog. Like he doesn't
What do you
make
mean he
it-
doesn't have it? Yes, he does. He willed them to win last year.
No, he
did.
no, he didn't. No, he
Yes,
didn't.
he did. What do you think that team was?
No.
Yes, he did. They didn't have an offensive line or a run game.
Yeah, he did.
And he absolutely won them multiple games last
he
year,
always do that.
including versus Denver under pressure to Keenan Allen.
Okay, fine.
That dude was D-Mac, and I'll finish this here. He was sliding to the left,
I've seen him
got
win
hit by
games
Nick Bonito, and threw a ball on a dot to the end zone in no man's land.
I don't have any problems. I've seen Justin be able to do it. I have particular technical problems with him. I think that there is a lack of creativity in the ways in which he would create windows to get the ball off. I think that was a problem for him. And I still think that his aggression with the game on the line is still a question mark because he has a thing where he feels like, hey, I'm going through my reads, I'm going to do this. And it works a lot in the structure of what the Chargers want to do as a run first team and the run first offense. That's just how Harbaugh wants to run the team. But there are times in which you have to go outside of that, and I think that does sometimes show up in these
sometimes,
situations.
I think he does it well versus.
I think he'll always be a
Chiefs
regular. I think he can always put the numbers up. He'll be a great quarterback as far, but I think that he has a lot of Carson Palmer to his game to me, man. Like I just want him to be. I think the guys like are coming up, the Caleb's, the Jaden Daniels, guys are going to pass him by. I think guys are going to pass him by, and that's my problem.
It's not even there early. It's literally what D-Mac said. The difference between him and the guys like JD5 and Caleb Williams, you can see in crunch time, them little niggas really want it, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Caleb Williams, the shit that we trying to explain the swipe about, if he could just replicate that through the first 2 quarters, like the pass to Colton Loveland on the sideline, bro. Then he had hit another dude. Bro, I'm talking about he just flicking that bitch like it's a frisbee. And then now on top of that, the throw the ball for the money, this fuck nigga turn around and do the bear set. Like, come on, bro. Like, you cannot coach that, bro. Like,
when the game slows down, because it's still fast for Caleb. When the game slows down, like how it does for Patrick Mahomes, where it's like
it's over with.
You know, the Patrick Mahomes knows he knows the next step. When he gets that, when the game slows down and he knows what's coming,
What do y'all feel like Drake May can't physically do? Like what's the difference between him and Caleb?
There's a little bit of flexibility that he has on the run that is not as malleable as Caleb Williams is, or as elastic, I would say, with his arm. But Drake May has exceptional talent as far as I'm concerned. Like I said this when they were coming out. Like I put Caleb Williams when I did my quarterback prospect tiers. I had him as generational. Yes, I did do that. But I had Drake May as legitimate difference maker. Like he was just a half tier below that because I thought that he had exceptional talent. So
I just don't. I think he might get. I think you can't teach it though.
Ceiling up there too.
I think you can't teach it, but Drake Mays, I'm with y'all on him too about his mentality. I just don't know.
Very Justin Herbert, like it's very Justin Herbert.
Very blah.
They play the game to be not to lose instead of playing to win. That's my issue with both of them in terms of their mentality. Then they end up making mistakes, and it shows up in the playoffs.
Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to, in terms of
talent, if you put Baker Mayfield's mentality into Justin Herbert's body, oh my God,
he doesn't have the same talent.
That's the quarterback, man. Put his brain and his heart in that nigga's body. That's the quarterback.
So who are the quarterbacks that are more talented than Caleb Williams in the league right now?
More talented?
Talented?
If you strictly talking about arm talent, Mahomes, Stafford,
everything.
That's it. And
Josh Allen. That's it. Josh Allen. That's it.
Lamar's not more talented than him?
No.
Arm talent.
Yeah, come on, arm talent.
Come
No,
on, arm talent.
all around talent. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
talking
saying.
about Lamar.
Well, yeah, all around. Yeah.
We talking
If
about all
we're saying
around.
all
And we
Caleb's-
talking about, see,
Caleb's
we talking
mobility
about all
is a part
around.
of
It's a
his
lot of niggas more
talent.
talented than him. We talking about all around right now, like
Right.
because it's
Like
just,
I'm saying, but who?
again, Patty Mahomes. I think Lamar. I think Josh.
That's
I
in the
think
list for me. That's me personally. That's in the list.
Patty Mahomes, Josh,
That's
Lamar,
good. That's good.
and
That's the
yeah,
list for me.
that's about it actually. That's about it. Because he's older, so I wouldn't say Matthew Stafford right now. He's a little older, but yeah,
Well,
them
I'm
three.
just saying arm talent. Matty still got him though.
Yeah, if it's
talent,
arm talent, it's
yeah.
literally only Pat. It's only Pat and Josh. And if you want to say Matty, because he
What's
still
the
got a
difference
little bit
between him and Herbert?
Weirdly,
He doesn't have better arm talent than Herbert. He doesn't.
I would actually
What?
say Pat,
Oh,
Pat Lamar and
What?
Caleb Williams does not have. I mean, Caleb Williams has better arm talent than Herbert. Yes, he does.
I don't know, man. I've seen Herbert again. I'm just saying I've seen Herbert make some crazy stuff. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yes,
again, I'm just saying I've seen Herbert do some crazy stuff, dog.
Herbert
That's
is
all
You
I'm
give me.
saying.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
You give me 5 of Herbert best pass, and I give you 5 of Caleb. And I bet it looked different. It looked different. Tell the truth. Oh, come on, Swiper. Stop, Swiper.
No, because this is where
nigga has made
reputation.
throws
This,
that
this
were
is where
insane.
reputation stuff matters a lot, and I'm saying, bro, Herbert had
I think Herbert has some just stupid throws. Like he
almost
has some throws that
sidearm,
are
sideline dots, dog, on the run, bro. Like he's a different kind
Oh
of
yeah,
dude,
you
bro.
got
How about
Caleb
going
also
back to
has
the
right
10
on
yards
the
with
ball
still
and then
throwing
Jay
the
left.
ball?
Yeah, that was insane. That was.
And just from like a pure launch standpoint. Now
if you're
Caleb has a
saying
quicker
arm
flick of the. Go ahead.
if you're saying arm talent for me, I think Mahomes and Stafford are actually in the top tier, and then I have Lamar like a half tier below that, and then the tier after that would be Josh, Caleb, and Herbert. That would probably be how I tier out the arm talent. Just pure arm talent. And we're not talking about which
Justin Herbert throw better than 4th and 4. There is not a Justin Herbert throw better than 4th and 4 to call him to come back.
There's not
Shit was
one that
amazing.
mattered.
Well, nobody. Well, I mean,
That's not what I meant.
wait, if we're doing that, then Russell Wilson has better like dime throws and pockets like that than Mahomes does. I mean, if we're doing it that way, like then yeah, that is a part of it. Russell Wilson probably has the best tight window throws that we've seen in the last 10 years in terms of totality.
No,
but, I mean, yeah, objectively, I think Russell has that.
I would
bro.
say that argument holds up better if you talk about deep shots because Russell Wilson has one of the most beautiful deep
Well,
balls.
that's what I'm saying. But even Russell on the move in the red zone.
You said tight window. I think those
Yeah,
are two
tight window, intermediate to long throws. Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think Mahomes has better intermediate throws. That would be where my disagreement.
Last year alone, that 4th and 8 versus the Packers and that 4th and 4 versus with Coca Met, like them throws, bro, you can't even like what are we doing? That's why we got so much faith in this nigga because it's like if you can do that. You can if you just put it together.
I've seen Herbert with some game-winning throws, brother. Even the Eagles game last year. Even the Eagles game last year.
I want to hear Swiper's answer to this. So where would you, as far as talent and arm talent?
Yeah, I mean, it's the three. It depends like how much you want to value arm talent because I think Joe doesn't have the like he's mobile, but he doesn't have that same level of mobility as like Josh and Lamar. But he can. I've seen him
instruction QB. Yeah.
But in terms of just pure like accuracy and dot, I mean, Burrow is like. Him and Dak are like probably my favorite balls in the league. Just in terms of,
but Burrow comes from like that. I'm gonna pick you apart.
But that's a part of it though. Like it depends on how much you want to weigh that stuff.
Yeah, this is the thing for me. Like I think Dak and Burrow just have like plus arms, but I don't think they have ridiculous arms. And it's the way that they make up that gap is because their anticipation and their processing is so high level.
Wouldn't that would be something that would like a Drew Brees isn't super talented in terms of like
he's like with Joe Burrow now.
But
people forget Drew Brees had a fucking cannon.
That's what I'm saying. But like, Joe. So I would say that
Caleb, I know a lot of people remember late Drew Brees. He had a cannon.
The best version of Drew Brees is late Drew Brees because
he just doesn't use it a lot. And y'all know how I feel about Trevor Lawrence. But if Trevor Lawrence at his best, bro, he is a monster.
Uber talented.
He just doesn't use it well. Like, but last year that 8 weeks when he had like
he was on fire.
What 20 touchdowns?
You know what? Trevor Lawrence got a gun with the wrong ammo. That's what he is. He just a waste of talent, boy. Just out here. Dude, the best trait in him last year, he had his best season last year, and the best trait was his legs. That was his best trait last year.
He was
fucking
legs. I disagree with that.
His best trait was his legs last year. Come on, guys.
He was dotting, dog. He was.
No, it was his arm. It was definitely.
I guess when Parker Washington make you look good. I guess
Parker
Washington. He got it, but this is the point. He got Parker Washington, got Jacoby Myers. Those guys caught the ball consistently for him. That's a piece of it. But the one thing that I'll do to kind of wrap this up, Trevor Lawrence is actually a really good example for Caleb Williams, in my opinion, because Trevor Lawrence came in extremely young, didn't have a pro-style system for Clemson, did have much more experience than Caleb Williams, I would say, as well, because of how many games he ended up playing at the college level. But it takes a while for Trevor Lawrence, even as a young quarterback, to get to where we feel like, hey, this is a guy that's stamped as a top quarterback.
Yeah, we still don't trust him yet.
I'm saying that he's got a lot higher because of, hey, he got a little bit better system around him. He's continued to mature and develop. These are the things that you can project when you see the guy that has uber talent.
They were Sam Darnold.
And Sam Darnold's another piece of it as well, because he had a lot of talent. He got himself in Minnesota.
He had all the tools. He had all the tools.
Exactly. Coming out of USC, for sure had all the tools. And it's just, and he was young too. It just takes a while for some of these
What about Jordan Love? Is he more talented, or is in that kind of conversation? Because
Jordan Love is in that conversation.
When I watch him too, he doesn't have any weakness.
Talented, bro, but I don't
He a ball head.
Bro. Like he's just
talented. I wouldn't put him on the level of kind of the guys we've been talking about like this, but he ain't that far behind, because I do think that Jordan Love is.
Yeah, he's a top. As far as arm talent, he's top 5. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like once we get past the Caleb's,
what's the difference between? What do you think long term, y'all? The difference between Dak? I remember his rookie year was 22 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. I can't remember what the exact number was. Right?
Yeah, but it was a little bit more about the surroundings than
Dak coming. But then Dak period though, I think from that step he took in 23 when he became an MVP level player, and then when he's healthy, what does it take to Caleb get to like Dak top 6, 7 consistently great like. In regular season,
not to be nasty,
I think the talent around him
he damn near might have to break his ankle like how Dak did because you remember Dak kind of still was relying on his feet a lot after he broke his ankle. That's when he became a lot more cerebral to me. That's when Dak became a lot more cerebral from the quarterback position, constantly making checks, constantly like what Early said with Patrick Mahomes, knowing 2, 3, 4 plays down the road or what's going to happen or whatever the case may be. Now our cool playoffs, you can bring up playoff Dak, but in the regular season, I think Dak is like really one of the last like QBs we really got left that constantly make checks, that constantly give dummy calls, play with the defense.
Here we go.
Dak nice, bro. Like when it comes to that, but I think a lot of times them QBs have to lose their athleticism in order to hone in on that. Same thing with like Lamar. I think Lamar got to lose that athleticism before he take that next step.
No, we're not doing this.
I think what
Lamar already put together elite passing season.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you exactly what's going to change it. It's one simple thing that Caleb Williams has to do that's going to change it, and it's one, getting the ball out sooner, and then 2, I think his trust. I was the first nigga to say this. When he was coming out of USC and we were highly told him, I was like, I don't know. One of the reasons I didn't know is because we forget how great that line was at USC. He had way too much time to freestyle, and he brought that shit into the NFL with him. I think last year was his first year with Ben Johnson of like, yo, I have to be more of a pocket presence, or just like I have to understand the game and not try to be so this freestyle shit that I do where I'm always trying to throw off bounds, this and that. So I think that was the first year of that. I think another year Ben Johnson, when he starts to become more of how Patrick Mahomes is. I know I have all this athleticism, but that's second nature. That's the cherry on top. I can break the game down by making throws in the intermediate game, and then I still got this cannon, and I still got these legs. When he becomes that, where, hey, this is the second thing I have. Like, you almost forget I got these legs. You forget I can, like, when he does that, that's what will put him over the top. Because right now, he's going off. Again, I said, okay, sorry, LeBron. It's like Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin averaged 20 by just dunking. When Blake Griffin,
there you go. When early makes sense, that works. Blake Griffin had to sit out a year, basically what Caleb did, sit out a whole season, and then came back, got rookie of the year, and was balling and dominant, and became an all-NBA player. What I'm saying is that that was the number 2 option. Good job.
Blake was a 20-point per game scorer by just dunking. When he got to Detroit in that ending stint of LA, when he started to put it together, the post up, the 3-pointer, the mid range, free throw percentage going up, like
I need more to his game.
And I could dunk. Like when Caleb get that, which I think will probably be the next 3 seasons at most. He's gonna be on top of the world, man.
Blake Griffin, okay, a top 15 player in the league.
Oh my God!
I just think that this is what it comes down to. Every single quarterback's got to go through this transition. Just how quick you can make it. Like a guy like Lamar, in my opinion, he did it probably quicker than
he did it in half a season.
because in 2019, I know he was MVP, but it was really in 2020, 2021 that he started to do the really structured things at an incredibly high level. And that's when you start to see the top 5 passing seasons really come into play. Joe Burrow came into it. That motherfucker was at LSU doing it already. He came into the league being able to have that transition already as far as, hey, I'm in structure and I know where I need to go through it. I could throw with anticipation. That could happen a little bit later into his career. Trevor Lawrence, we know we're still waiting on it. Patrick Mahomes, I think, really didn't get to that level until he came out of 2021 and into 2022 and said, I need to be able to kill you with my short game, and I could also do the exceptional stuff on top.
And losing that talent around him too, D-Mac. I think that really helped his game out.
He had to evolve, and so it's just these quarterbacks go through these transitions, and when you have somebody like Caleb that hasn't had the wealth of experience, is as young as he is, but you know where that ceiling is, I just project that's where we're going on with it, man. That's where I think that it's headed as far as that's concerned.
Even like Tom Brady, I remember vividly. Tom Brady wasn't a guy you could like. Again, he was a full-on game manager. 2007, when he threw 50 touchdowns with Randy Moss, he never looked back. He did that, and it was like, all right, nigga, I don't ever have to be no 24-7 quarterback ever again. I am going to dominate from here on out, no matter who's around me. So, yeah, I think Caleb will get us. And again, I think it's a talent around him, too. We saw what Josh Allen was once he got to step on Diggs. If Rome can be that guy, or if they might surprise with AJ Brown, who knows? But if they can get another guy too, or just things can change for him.
Who's the best quarterback in the league next year by the end of the year?
Oh, by the end of the year.
That's
Okay,
what
I'm
I'm
Okay,
Lamar
I'm saying who's going to
Bartholomew
play the best, not
Jackson.
just the hypothetical.
It won't be
whatever.
gonna stick with Josh or Josh or Joe.
Lamar!
You know
I'm
what?
going Joe. I'm going Joe.
You know what? Matthew Stafford.
Matthew has such a hard schedule. I'm not saying that he can't, but it's just a hard schedule. I'm going to
Matthew
go Joe.
Stafford gets another MVP this season.
Stafford goes
and a
MVP
Super Bowl, and he's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, who takes the biggest lead this year?
CJ
The biggest lead, Caleb does.
Oh my God.
Microphones. Who takes the biggest lead? Caleb.
I think
Knicks, honestly. I think that Jalen Waddle, y'all don't understand what that's about to do for that boy. Jalen Waddle about to be a 1,500-yard receiver. Like, ain't nobody business. I'll tell you that much. He going to be in top 10 talks. He finna have a George Pickens season.
Look at D-Mac's face.
I'm interested. I think that he'll have. I think because we've seen him on his own. He's had like I think it was 1,000 or 1,100. I'm interested.
No, he was 1,400 yards once. He had 1,381.
That was with Tyreek.
That's rookie season, though, I think.
No, second. That was the second year.
Second season.
Yeah. But it was
And
crazy,
last
though,
year,
yeah.
he was on pace. Yeah.
Well, that's the point. Can you stay healthy enough to stay on that pace?
If Daniel Jones finishes the season, can he like keep what he did last year and keep going?
No.
No.
Ugh.
That Kansas City
You're not
Chiefs
gonna
game,
get me to believe in Daniel Jones.
You
won't either. I'm glad Trent left. No, you won't.
Bama said he's going Bryce
He
Young.
watched that Kansas
Come on,
City
Bryce,
Chiefs
yeah.
game. He did not want to win that game. He
Bro, I
came back
swear to
to
God. You
was-
saw it in his eyes,
He
kid.
was
You
very injured.
saw it in
He
his
was very
eyes.
injured. He was
He
very
did
injured.
not want that.
He was
It was a
dying
Falcons
slowly.
game, too. It was a
He was
Falcons
dying
game.
But he was
And
also
you
very
just
injured, y'all.
overseas.
Like let's
It was Jonathan Taylor, though.
I think
Taylor.
Daniel Jones would never have it like that mentality. He'll never have it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And I'm stamping that. He does not have
I
it.
still-
He needs an easy he needs a Jalen Hurts type of 2024 or Brock Purdy 23
I'm not
Everything around him.
gonna let people lie to me about the first 4 weeks of Daniel Jones. I was shocked out of my
Nah,
eyes.
he was
No,
Daniel.
he was gone.
No. What it was is Trent Richardson, not Trent Richardson, whatever his name is. What's that
Jonathan
quarterback?
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Anthony Richardson.
No,
Anthony Richardson was so bad.
No.
Y'all would have took anything he did for you.
that's not true.
He
He
would've
was
took
He could have did anything. Y'all was
MVP
gonna take
talks
it.
the first half of the year. No, not doing that. Not doing
But
It's
that.
like, D-Mac, it's like when a
But
girl
at the
so
same
used
time,
to
though,
dating
though-
D-Mac, when a girl so used to dating the bummest guys, and then you finally meet the guy who
No,
give you
that's not what
flowers.
was
Oh my
happening.
God, he gave me
Early's line.
flowers.
Early's line, y'all.
Never gotten flowers
Nah, he was
before.
Early's
balling.
line again.
He
That's
was
what
balling.
every woman should get. Women.
Early's line
He
again.
was balling though.
Yeah, he was
He
balling.
was playing way
He was.
better.
He was playing very well. I just
Yeah.
didn't think he was going to sustain it.
He was playing well for Daniel Jones, John. Stop acting like
he wasn't. No, he was not. We're not doing that.
He was
We're not
playing
lying.
well.
We're not. We don't lie on this
Yeah.
platform for clips. We don't lie on this
The
platform. for
first
clips.
10 weeks of Sam Darnold was amazing.
I will say this
No,
though.
what?
When he played for the Vikings, that
He
was
wasn't
amazing.
better than Daniel Jones,
On the Vikings?
bro.
Sam
People.
Darnold for the Vikings?
Oh, you went to the 24. I'm talking about last season. Early.
I'm just saying,
Last
when we talk
season.
about what, 'cause again, y'all saying he played Yes, you're right. For Daniel Jones standard, that shit was
No,
amazing.
for any QB, he was playing better than damn near everybody in the league except for 4 people. He was that good. He was.
Yeah, it was a mixture of both though, Swiper. Because look,
He
y'all
played
the same
very
age
well.
as
The
me. I know
numbers were
D-Mac
incredible.
early, Swiper. Y'all the same age as me. Don't forget, Daniel Jones, to me, coming out when he was coming out of Duke, for them to draft him 8th was 6th overall, bro. That was similar to how they did JJ McCarthy during that time. Because I was like, when they said Daniel Jones, I was like, what the hell? First round? Like, what? Lottery?
Because of David Cutcliffe. That's what that
was.
Of
course. Yeah. He was
David Cutcliffe, a lot higher than
Mannings and yeah, so that's why I was always low on Daniel Jones because I mean, yeah, he was cool or whatever, but last year he did play very well. I think he was already in the pits of hell, but I mean, we'll see.
I'll give you a hot take, Swiper. I think it's much more likely that Anthony Richardson ends the season as a starting quarterback for the Colts than Daniel Jones replicates.
Because of injuries?
No,
because of injuries?
No, not just because of injuries. I think Daniel Jones will be healthy eventually. I just don't think you're going to see a play at that level.
Did Anthony Richardson throw more than 100 passes next year?
That's a good question.
100.
No.
I mean, for the Colts' sake, it should be no, but I don't know.
Can you bet that somewhere early?
What? The Daniel Jones?
Yeah, it is.
On Kowski.
Kowski, you can
I don't know how
trade
to say the
on
word.
Kowski, you can trade on
Kowski.
The insider trading app.
Yeah, Kowski. Yeah, you Kowski. I'll give you a hot take too. Here go a hot take, and I'm stamping it. I think that by the end of the season, Jordan Love is the top 3 MVP candidate, and he leads the league in either passing yards or touchdowns.
Oh, that's easy. That's literally what he was on track to do last year. Yeah, he's done that multiple times. Like he's an amazing quarterback.
Man, I'm
D-Mac, put your eyebrows down, bro.
I'm concerned about the weapons. They have
Christian Watson.
lost.
He good.
Yeah,
Matthew Golden.
Watson can't stay healthy. He can't stay on the field.
My thing is
Tucker Kraft got to get back. Josh Jacobs looked like he was cooked down the stretch of that season.
Well, they was just loading the box because the receivers wasn't doing that box.
They didn't have a backdoor over there, though. They didn't have a backdoor D-Mac. He needed to share that backfield with somebody.
I agree. I think he does need a compliment there.
Yeah, he got worn out early in his career. Who will
be better next year, D-Mac? Let me do this. This would be fair. This is actually a fair one. Jared Goff or Mahomes next year?
Fair.
Because Jared's going to walk into the season with personnel, and then Mahomes is coming off an injury.
Yeah,
and,
if Jared Goff have
a better season
is definitely possible.
He's had better seasons.
Mahomes would be better. But
the only thing is going to boil down to is Mahomes need healthy enough to where he can improvise because that's what type of quarterback he is. Yeah, improviser.
Yeah, he used his legs way more than last 2 years.
He's going to try to improvise versus Denver.
He's an improviser if the system isn't doing what it needs to, which it has.
Not with Nick Bonito on his ass.
Like a tarantula trap. You remember those tarantula traps where you can go like this, you walk on the spider web, D-Mac? No, the tarantula, they have their trap door.
Not with Nick Bonito.
They have spider webs on the ground and you walk on them.
Was Nick Bonito all-pro Swiper last year?
No, remember he finished top 5 in DPOY and didn't make first or second team all-pro. Ridiculous.
But you know who was all-pro? Zach Allen, 2 years in a row.
Great player.
Because Zach Allen plays it wrong.
Kenny, who's your most improved player next year? Quarterback?
The AFC Brian Burns, huh?
Between Caleb and Bryce, I have high hopes for Bryce.
What if Bryce has like a sneaky top 8?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you can have a sneaky top 8 type season.
That would be hilarious, though. That content would be gold from Bama. Because early wouldn't be on the train. Early on, so
bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like
we want him to win. We want him to succeed.
Bryce literally. The only thing I could just really think of, bro, they used to just blindfold Bryce, spin him in the barber chair real fast, get him dizzy, and then be like, "Hey, hit one of these 2 buttons right here." And one of the buttons is either Drew Brees or the other button is Uncle Rico, and that's just how he come out and play. It's just like, bro, it's no way. It's no way you go from playing like shit to against the Rams. Like he was like an MVP level quarter. I'm like, dog,
twice.
This is crazy.
Right.
Like, no way. Like, so I just think they blindfold him and be like, "Hey, bro, push one of these 2 buttons right here." Like, it's like, I guess.
Are the Steelers gonna fake make the playoffs again next year?
No. But two takes. I do.
They might though. 9 games.
I think Rico Dow can lead the league in yards from scrimmage.
He is over there. Yeah.
I think Rico Dow can lead the league in yards from scrimmage.
You know how many backs are on
Should
the
have
league?
never gotten rid of him.
Technically splitting with Warren though.
And
No, I think after about week 4.
Man.
We get over that
What's
shit.
Caleb
That's
doing? They
Warren,
drafted
bro.
Caleb. He was a 2nd-round pick. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They did draft Caleb. Ugh.
That's why I said Warren gotta go. I don't like that nigga. No way.
Warren.
I'm be real with you. The only way to make Bryce Young good is you literally have to tell him every team you play is the Falcons. The Bears, no, Chicago Falcons. The Browns, no, the Cleveland Falcons. If he thinks every one of them helmets is an Atlanta Falcon helmet, he will dominate. Because that nigga whips on the Falcons, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's more likely? Mendoza's good to. Let me see this. Mendoza's good to start, like how 24 quarterbacks were, or Bryce Young is like top 12 all season.
I think Bryce Young being top 12.
Yeah, top 12 Bryce Young. Because we have the weapons. We have the team to do it.
I'll do you one better. Much more likely that Cam Ward is top 12 than either one of those two.
Oh, yeah, he got nice additions too. Yeah, with Carnell Tate, and they had Wandale too.
And Wanda.
I don't think Tate who y'all think he is, but I'm
What running back did they draft? Nick Nicholson.
They got a good running back too.
Nick Singleton.
Nick Singleton.
I think Tate gonna be at best Michael Crabtree. He's not a good guy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I've been saying that too, man, because you ain't got Jeremiah Smith on the other side making you go 1-on-1 all game. Like that's what
I mean, I know a lot of people killed him for it, but Malik Davis said the same thing. He's never been a number 1 nowhere. Like y'all want this nigga to now be number 1 in the league.
Well,
like Malik Davis said it the best, bro. A lot of people killed him for saying that, but that's true.
Emeka Ibuka wasn't number 1 either.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors would have been a number 1 on any of the Ohio State teams, so I don't know what he's talking about. BTJ also was not a number 1, and he did pretty fine doing his
Malik Neighbors. I'm sorry, you said Malik Neighbors wouldn't do what? What?
He would not have ever been a number 1 on any of those Ohio State teams.
Yeah, but is Carlo Tate a number 1 beside Brian Thomas Jr.?
What?
Yes.
What you mean? Yes.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Y'all playing.
Yes.
Hell no.
He's a better route runner. He's a little bit of a better route runner.
Carlo Tate better route runner than who?
They're very similar.
He ain't better about running than BTJ.
I think Brian Thomas Jr. is really good though. I don't.
BTJ got the size.
I don't need Carnell Tate
the
to
speed.
Be a dominant guy. I don't think that's necessary. I think that he can be a really good outside wide receiver. Wandale in the slot, significant upgrade over what the Tennessee Titans had.
But he's going somewhere. It has to be like I can say if he went somewhere where it's like it's a vet over there. My dog, you are going somewhere where from the jump, Caleb about to feed you, and you gonna have to get open. He ain't Michael Irvin, so we gonna see.
Yeah, but
we'll see.
His biggest comp in that division is the Texans. That's it. It's not like he's going to be getting strapped by the Jaguars or the Colts. I mean, they don't got a number 1 quarterback over there.
Because the Jaguars just put Travis Hunter at DB.
Yeah, but we have to see. We still have to see. We still have to see that.
Yeah, we ain't got to see.
So who he getting open with on the Texans? And then you got to go get Sauce. And Sauce is good towards the end of the season.
That's what I'm saying. All right,
y'all keep playing with Sauce. And Tre'Davious Ward, he will be back. God rest his daughter's soul. He will be back.
So it's gonna be lean versus the Texans, no matter who you are.
Yeah,
I still think Cam Ward can have a good.
He had to get far away from him.
All right, so who's the fantasy MVP next year?
Fantasy MVP. Ooh, that's a good one right there.
I have my answer. Well, are you saying valuable?
Who's gonna win?
I won't tell you because we're gonna have a fantasy team this upcoming season. I won't
just do number one overall.
Still my fantasy pick.
Oh my God! Thank you, early. Yes. Big fantasy. Hey, bro. What's my boy Brooks, the backup running back for the Panthers? He go Jonathan Brooks. He go pay off dividends. Okay.
Y'all should get him early. Get him early.
First round. First pick.
It's not going to be a receiver year, you think?
I mean, it could be.
I'm not going to lie. Swiper, you have to commission. Swiper, you have to commission this shit this year. Yeah, we cannot do what happened last year with OG, bro. You cannot let guys just get a bunch of other.
There's no way to change that after the draft.
Yeah, we didn't know he wasn't going to play.
Yeah, there's no way to adjust that after a draft.
Yeah,
that's just
no real player wants to step into a pre-made situation like that. Yeah. But yeah, this has been a great episode, y'all. We got 2.5 hours in. We got a lot of blabble at the end of it about Caleb Williams and all that. So shout out to y'all Glazers. This is going to be, we'll be back here next Sunday. I told y'all this is going to be an action-packed summer. We are going to be getting ready for the NFL all season. I cannot wait for the start. Last year went by fast, but we made y'all a lot of money. Shout out to Splash Sports. Make sure y'all tap in. That's Kenyon, that's Bama, that's Early, that's D-Mac. I'm Swiper. Shout out to Trent. Y'all know what time it is. Peace. See ya.
Go watch Angel.